Hey, hey, hey. Hi, cousins. We are here. We are live. Woo, child. Tonight's going to be one of those nights. Let me do a couple things. Let everybody know where you're watching from. Let me make sure we're on all the right platforms. Shout out where you're watching from. Let me put the link for you guys to be a guest. Let me put the link for you guys to be a guest. Shout out where you're watching from. Okay. Ooh, child. Make sure y'all like the post and subscribe to the channel. Like the post and subscribe to the channel. Like the post and subscribe to the channel. All right, to be a guest, the link is in the YouTube comment section. Are we on Facebook? Are we not? Why are we not on Facebook, child? Do y'all see us on Facebook? Let me make sure we're on Facebook. There's people here from Facebook. Arizona, Cincinnati. Okay. I don't know if we're on Facebook, child. Y'all tell me if we're on Facebook. I don't know why it does that sometimes. Let me make sure we're on Facebook. They said, okay, they say, yes, we're on Facebook. What's going on? I got to update my Facebook platform, child. Why is it giving me so much hard time? Oh, she, before, okay, I see who's here. Let me, oh, child, tonight is going to be a lot, all right? Tonight's going to be a lot. Tonight's going to be a lot. Hold on a second. I feel like, but are we on the main grid on Facebook? Hold on one second, guys. Hold on one second. I feel like it's on Facebook, but not on the main page. So I'm trying to make sure it's, why won't it let me put it? Let me share this, child. I want to put it on the main page. That's what's making me upset is, okay, let me try it this way. It's like in a room. Facebook, no, it'd be driving me insane. All right. So we still have people that want to be guests for tonight's show. Okay. Let me see what's happening. All right, hold on. Okay. All right. Okay, so we got a couple things happening tonight. So before I start, don't forget, download the Kendra G Singles Dating app. If you order the card game, they're going to be shipping out faster than we thought. Kendra G Singles, cardgame.com. You can get it in time for Thanksgiving and Christmas. I want to bring everybody up to speed on what's happening tonight. So Monday night, we had a young lady who called in with an update on a person from our show who a lot of people are familiar with. And she said she went on a date and she gave her a rendition of what happened on the date. And I told her within the interview, I was like, well, you know, he's going to want to give his side to the story. So we actually DM'd me tonight, earlier today, and said he was willing to come on tonight to give his side to the story. So I'm going to bring him to the stage right now. I'm going to bring him to the stage. Dr. Des.
Hi, Kendra.
You look very sharp.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
How
Thank
are
you so
you?
much. I'm good. How are you? How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great, Kendra. I'm happy to be here. Always good to see you. Always great to come on your show and talk about dating in the United States. You know, it's been quite an experience. You know.
Okay, so let's just get right to it, Dr. Jazz. there's some cousins I have met in person. I have met Dr. Des in person. And I have stand by that. I actually like Dr. Des. There's things that he's always said that from his perspective, I would give him the benefit of the doubt. But if this was a court in session, you got some things to answer today, Dr. Des.
Absolutely.
So to set the tone, we had a young lady who called us up on Monday, and she said that she went out on a date with you a few months ago. I think it might even been your birthday. And she said you guys had a good time. She said it a lot of times throughout the interview. She really had a good time. Unexpectedly, you guys ended up in your hotel room after.
Oh, no, okay, Kendra. Let's stop it right there because that's where the facts ends. That's where the facts end. I watched the show, I watched the highlights, and I've had a lot of people come to me and talk to me about, hey, but the reason why I'm here, let me tell you exactly why I decided to come on today. As you are aware, Kendra, I'm happily engaged. I don't engage in online drama anymore and going back and forth with people online. I listen, I watched the show, I watched everything about a young lady, whatever she said, but I came here to clear things up and talk about my experience in dating prior to being engaged. Okay. Right now, I'm living my best life, but before finding my partner, and appeared on several dating shows, including yours. And I'll say this, I had a lot of inbox, a lot of ladies reach out to me. I got a lot of attention from those shows. Some were hateful and others were people that actually agreed with what I was talking about. Okay. So they reached out to me. Some of those conversations I entertained and others I really did not because, those people were not really my type. Okay. With that being said, I'm an upfront guy. Most people see that as being rude, being direct. They take it as being rude or, arrogant. I get it. I'm not for everybody. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. After every date, I always make sure that I communicate clearly with every lady that I take out on a date why it would or would not work about it. You're not ever going to leave a date with me and you're left scrambling like, is he going to call me back? Is he not going to call me back? I'm going to tell you that, this is the last one. This is the last time we're meeting. I do not compromise on that. Okay. That's something that I always make sure that I communicate clearly because I don't want when I'm living my best life, enjoying my life, people come back later and say, oh, I went on a date with this guy. We didn't have closure. You always going to get closure with me. That's for sure. Okay. Now, let me say this. And these are very important parts. I know this sounds like it's off topic, but I want your listeners to pay attention to this because it plays a role at the end of this story. Okay. I'm all for women beautifying themselves and looking good. I'm all for that. Okay. I've always make sure that, whoever I'm dating looks good and everything, but there's a certain level of makeup that's considered deception. Okay. If you have your makeup on and by the time you get home, you take it off and you look in the mirror, you cannot recognize who you're looking at. It's like night and day. That should be illegal because that's pure deception. And this is an important part of the story that will come at the end of this. Okay. So when I went out, on these shows, people reached out to me. And even when I go on public places, there are people that will meet me if I'm out relaxing in the lounge and say, oh, Dr. Des, I saw you on the show. I like you. And, all of these things. Can I come spend time on your table? Things like that. I'm a very nice guy. I'm open. I'm honest. I'm friendly in person. For people that have met me in person, they know I'm a very friendly guy. Most people that see me online, they think I'm too uptight or too up there. No, but in real life, there's no lady that will come online and say, hey, I went on a date with Dr. Des and it was a rough date. Everyone's going to come back and tell you that they had a great time. Because I know how to have a good time. I treat all the ladies I take out on a date, I treat them very respectfully. I treat them very well. I'm a fun guy, okay? And there's one thing that I want to make sure that it's communicated clear to. I'm not focusing on one person, but all the people that, during my dating phase, I had the opportunity to spend time with them and talk to them. Right now, before I met my fiance, let me just backtrack because I read some of the comments. I read the comments, believe it or not. I read the comments and I know social media. I know that people love salaciousness. They like salacious details. They like I know that. But the people that, are not the social media type, when they see some of those comments, yes, I get it. It can be hurtful. But I know this game. I know social media very well. Before I met my fiance, I've been on several different dates with different ladies. Okay, that's not a secret. That is exactly not a secret. Some were amazing, some not so much. Okay, so there's one thing that I always make sure that I make everybody aware of. I have my standards. People will come in and lie that, oh, this, and that's, believe it or not, there are some details that you don't find out to the end of the date. And are you going to say, hey, Dr. Des took this lady out on a date and knowing that she had 3 kids with 3 different men? Some of those things are just, you don't know till you know. And when you know and you call it quits, and then people get jealous when they see that, you're moving on and you're successful, you're happily engaged, and they will come online to say salacious things. I want to make this known. Defamation and slander is illegal. So is prostitution. It's illegal. And if anyone is coming online to defame or slander, just be ready. I'm not Cardi B, I sue back. I would, and I always want to be the one that I will come with the books. I will throw all the laws at you. So you better be ready. So let me get this out. Okay. When it comes to social media, I know everybody loves drama. They want to see drama. And sometimes I do like the drama. And I like to people reach out to me and say, Dr. Des, don't entertain this, don't respond, don't do this. I thought about it. It's been more than 24, 48 hours. I'm like, you know what? There is a narrative that's going on that's it's fictitious, to say the least. It's totally fictitious. And that's the only reason why I want to just make sure I state the facts, and everybody should be aware of the facts.
So let me jump in, because the one thing I wanted to do is, and I try to always allow everybody to speak, and I'm still going to allow you to speak, but since you brought up facts, let's get to some clear facts, because I think that's what a lot of people are wondering. And since this opportunity was your decision, obviously I made you aware that the girl came on the show, but you wanting to be on the show to respond was your decision. So a couple things. Did you go out with the girl, Chi Chi, on a date?
Yes. So I don't know if you consider that a date, but let me give you the scenario of how that happens. So in April is my birthday month. And in that month of April, I went to like 3 different cities. I was in Miami, I was in Atlanta, and I was also in Vegas, and in all those cities, I went on dates with people in those cities. Okay. So let's talk about the Atlanta one. So I wanted to spend my birthday weekend in Atlanta because I have family over there. And as you know, most of my travels, especially if I'm traveling at a certain level of, I share my stuff on my social media, on my stories. Okay. So I shared online that, I'll be in Atlanta during this time, at this place. So a certain lady reached out to me. I don't want to mention her name, but you mentioned her name. She reached out to me. Say, hey, I live in Atlanta. I know a few joints. I can show you. I can take you around, show you. You're going to have a good time, blah, 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 blah. I didn't take it serious initially. But, when I got there was one place that I went to. I didn't really like it that much. Then I hit her up. I said, okay, hey, listen, I'm all for a good time. If you know a few joints here and there, I'm okay. I want to find out. So where is the fun in ATL? Basically, that's how that conversation started. She gave some free recommendations, some few stuff here and there. I don't know if you're going to consider that a date or not. I don't know if that is a date. But believe it or not, this is where
okay, so for clarity, did y'all meet up and go? She said I went to different spots, like here and there.
Yes. So
you wouldn't consider. So you don't consider that a date. What would you consider it?
I mean, if you take somebody out with an intention of a relationship, I'll say that's a date. But if I'm coming out in a city to have fun, I put on my status that, hey, I'm going to be in ATL this weekend, and somebody slide in and say, hey, I live in ATL, I can show you a few spots. I don't really see that as a date. It's somebody I know. I'm like, okay, because it's like you're offering to show me a few places that I need to check out. Fine, I'll do that. Okay. And that's how that whole conversation started. So the first place I went, I think, was like a Korean. I mean, the details are not even relevant there, the restaurants. But yeah, we went at one restaurant there. The vibe was good environment. And then there was a comedy show in town. We went there, check out a comedy show plaza. And then I'm somebody I love good lounges. Okay. So I was like, hey, where is a place for a lounge, or I want to like relax, get a bottle service and have a good time? where's a place for that?
Okay.
And then she recommended one, and we went there, and it was great. I had a great time. I had a blast. Okay, and we both had a great time. But Kendra, by the end of the night, I know, yes, there's a lot of things going on around that area, in the lounge. I had a good time, had fun, good energy, good people, good vibe. She told me that, hey, Dr. Des, there's something that I want to talk to you. Let me quote her words verbatim. I want to quote the words verbatim. So, Dr. Des, there's something really important I want to talk to you about, but I want to tell you in private. Okay. I was like, I didn't take it that serious.
Okay, wait. This is the key part. So the day is over, and are you talking about when you're at your hotel room now?
No, this is before. This is in the lounge. This is where we're staying in that lounge. Like we're almost running out of our bottle service and everything. So, Doctor, there's something I really want to talk to you about. It's really important, but I want to tell you in private because there in that lounge is too much noise, a lot of people, and all that. I get it. I say, okay, that's fine. We can talk about it later after we're done here. That's okay. All right. So when we were done at that place, took an Uber. We got to the premises because my hotel was like 5 to 7 minutes from the lounge, but I still wanted to get an Uber. So I don't know how safe the area is. I want to get an Uber. The details not really that important. But we got an Uber. I took an Uber. As the time we step out of the Uber on the parking premises for my hotel, she got out, immediately pop out a cigarette. Okay. For people that know me, those that have gone on dates with me, people that have heard me speak, I do not like the smell of cigarettes. Okay. She popped out a cigarette, and I could tell that something was bothering her. She's probably stressed. I'm like, okay, what's going on? This is a non-smoking property. You cannot smoke in here. She said no. She's really stressed. She's back on her rent, back on her car note. She doesn't know what she's gonna do. She owe her land. I don't know. She said she owe like $2,000. She want me to help her. If I help her out with about $2,000, she's gonna do whatever I want. She can spend the night with me. I said no, young lady, listen. This is not the reason why you're here. We're
now,
here.
Where is this conversation being taken place? Is this in
This
the
is
hotel?
taking place. It's not even in the lobby of the hotel. It's before we get into the lobby of the hotel.
Okay, so just for clarity, so before the lobby of the hotel, according to you, she brought up she was having financial issues with paying certain bills.
She told me she's back on her rent. Okay, she was back on her rent, and I think she was back on her car note or something of that nature. Okay, she told me that, and she said, she just needs 2,000 to be able to meet up with her rent obligations and her car note obligations, and she's willing to do anything that I want for her to do that. And that's why I stopped her right there. I said, first, I don't do that because I think she actually offered that she's willing to spend the night if I do that. If I give her that to meet up with her rent and her car note. I say, hey, young lady, first of all, I don't do that, okay? We just come out here, have a great time, and the best I can do for you is put you back on your Uber and send you back home. And then she was like, well, she left her babies at home. Like, what are we going to do about a babysitter or something about get their kids a meal or whatever? And she wanted me to give her, I don't know, it was $200. I think she came to like $200 or something like that. I said, I'm not going to give you a dime. What I can do for you is get you an Uber for you to go back to your house. She did not want to leave. I almost had to call the security. So when I hear the fact that this lady never stepped her feet inside my hotel room, because that's something that when I hear it.
Because again, I'm going to give you the space to talk as much as you want, but let's get some clear facts because her assessment, because I was going to ask you that question, if she made that proposition before y'all got to the hotel room, how do you end up in the hotel room?
That's what I'm saying. That when you were saying that, we end up in the hotel, that's why I want to stop you there. That the facts end at the hotel parking lot.
So for clarity, she was never in your hotel room.
Never stepped a foot in my hotel room.
Okay.
She was smoking. You cannot smoke in that building.
Okay, so you're saying, okay, so with that being said, another allegation she made is not only was she in the hotel room, you wanted to have sex and you took off your clothes.
That's one of the salacious details that is complete slander and defamation. And that's how I'm treating it. And that's illegal. Okay. I know that the economy is tough. People are desperate. People need help. They want to make money anyhow they want. But to come online on social media to slander and defame, that is illegal. Okay, and that's something that is something I don't take it lightly, and I know that they don't want me to address this publicly, but I want to make it known that that is slander and that's defamation. It's totally fictitious. All of
Well,
these
here's the
and
deal, because I know a lot about law. Defamation is true if it is false. So it is the easy, and this is the truth. Like if defamation, if defamation holds up in the courtroom, if it's clearly a lie, right? So if it's clearly a lie, and you're saying no, she did not ever go to your hotel room, no, you never got naked in front of her, then yes, that is defamation if it's clearly a lie, but it has to be clearly a lie in order for it to be defamation.
absolutely. And those things are easily be proven. She never stepped feet in my hotel room. So everything after that, it was just totally made up because I know that, maybe I don't know what she's looking for. Of course, when I was listening to her killing, I'm like, okay, what's the purpose of this? Because even when she mentioned that, hey, I know she kind of got emotional talking about the dad passing away, and also mentioned that she was dating somebody that abandoned her when her dad. Why you don't talk about those dates, but you choose the Dr. Des date to talk about? Just because I'm somebody that she thinks that she knows that you know me, of course, and she's gonna come on your platform. You know that when she mentioned my name, the internet army are gonna get riled up, and I'm gonna have to come in and respond and address it. There are
Now let
certain
me
things that
okay.
there are certain things that I accept. There are certain things that I don't sit quiet. People advise me, don't say. A lot of people come to me and say, Dr. Des, I know you're itching to talk about this. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're just gonna find the flames. But I'm not that kind of person. I always want to come here and state what the fact is as clear as day, and everybody can make their own conclusions from that. But here's what I want to say.
Before
Anyone,
we
I
do
know,
that, can I ask you one more thing? And I want you to, so don't forget your thought. I want to just get all the facts so we can move forward. So your birthday was in April, correct?
correct.
When did you get engaged?
In May,
Okay, so this is before you got engaged.
absolutely.
Okay, so this is before you got engaged. That was another
Because I did
concern.
call, yeah, I did call you when I did my
Yeah, I
engagement.
know. That's so earlier when you told me, I didn't know when your birthday was. I didn't know the timeline. So that's what I was searching. When everybody said I wasn't paying attention, it wasn't that I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to figure out when you was on my show with your fiance. So that was in May. So you got engaged a little bit. What day is your birthday?
April 25th is my birthday.
So when did you call me in May? So you got engaged a month
I
later?
don't, I don't remember, but it's somewhere close to. I think it's like mid-May or somewhere there, or after somewhere around mid-May. We can check. We can check the records and clarify that.
So
So I know I
so
traveled.
less than a month later, you got engaged.
Yeah, about a month later.
Okay. So
Yeah.
about a month later.
And
So
that's what I know. I got a lot of heat for that on your show because that came up that, hey, I just met this person a few weeks ago, and I make sure I tell them I don't play games. And I've been on a lot of dates that I could count. If everybody come online to come and talk about my dated experience with them, that's a lot. I cannot come on and address each one at a time, but I know that putting myself on a public platform, going to dating shows, I'm gonna get dates, and I usually attend those dates. And some were good, some were not so good. So I know when I see what I want, I go for it. I don't play around to hang around and say, "Oh, let's date for 3 months, let's date for 1 month, let's date for 2 months." No, if you meet this, I talk about the death factor. Most people think that this is jokes. It's not games. I look at the ABCs, the appearance, the brains, and the character. That lady's appearance is night and day. Total deception. That should be fraud. Okay? That should be established. People look a certain way on social media because of filters and all the makeup. And that's why I still advocate that some level of makeup is deceptive. Nobody's talking about these things online, but somebody has to talk about it. So, number two, just because we went out on one night, if you want to call that a date, that's fine. Okay. That means I've been on hundreds of dates. If you want to call that a date, that's fine. There was never a point at that same night I was thinking about any kind of sexual relations or activities. Okay. Because that's not how. There are some people that if I go on a date with them, the chemistry works out, they look good, and the energy matches. Of course, I'm a guy, that conversation will be hard. But that conversation is always hard prior to anything being happened. You know, prior to anything, whether before we go, maybe somebody I've talked to you for like maybe 1 or 2 days, and I kind of get the feel, get the chemistry, but I do not roll like that. Does I mean, yes, will I make some exceptions during my time about, meeting somebody on the first time, having a good time, having a romantic connection? I can make exceptions. I've made exceptions on that before. That's not something that's new, but man, when I look at certain, I saw a comment. I don't know if you want to start addressing comments now, but I saw a comment. Somebody said something to the fact of whether that lady was of my standard or listen. I cannot prejudge anybody without knowing the facts about you. Okay. What I know about you is what you tell me and what I see before I meet you in person. So if you tell me you're all this and your Instagram is totally deceptive, to say the least, I don't want to use any insultive languages. And when I met you in person and I'm like, okay, I don't want to be rude to you. I'm not going to just see you and then dismiss you on the first minute. No, I'm still going to make your time worth it. Okay, we'll go out, spend a good time, great. But after the evening, I always tell you, hey, listen, it was a good time. The same thing that happens. I don't want to bring other ones that I went on, but I can tell you how it always happens. I can tell you how it always rolls. I'll tell you, hey, I had a great time. It was a pleasure meeting you. This is not going to work. And I'll tell you why it's not going to work. And that's it. So that way, when I move and you see me next time on a different date, it's not like, oh, this person is doing this, doing that, doing that. No, there's closure after that time. So, yeah. So there's a lot of things that I saw, especially on the YouTube comments. It's a little disturbing because it's just focused on the fictitious part. I want to come and set out the factual ones, and then anyone can make their own decision from that.
Okay, so a couple things, because I'm happy. Before I go back, well, we could start there and package it. So according to you, it was a lie that she ever ended up in your hotel room. So the hotel room story was all a lie.
Made up.
Because the hotel room story included her going to your hotel room.
I know that is a part that people want to say. That's what I say. That's what brings the social media slander and salaciousness. People like that kind of headlines. They want to hear those things. If we meet things that didn't work out, it's okay to go your way.
Right, but let's just.
I don't owe you anything.
I think you already said it once, but let's just say it again. So according to you, she never went to the hotel room. So that whole version of her experience, according to you, never happened.
That never happened.
Okay.
That never happened. So I don't know why anyone will even come up and make up a story like that. Yes, I know people don't believe it. I'm a public figure. I go to places, people meet me every time. So I saw you on here, I saw you on there. I'm friendly when they meet me. Your comments, some people in your comments, they know that. They can attest to it. Some people are just full of jealousy. Maybe they came and saw that, oh, this guy is engaged, living a happy life. Let me go and ruin his life. And that don't work. If you think that's going to work, you're wasting your time. That do not work. Okay? So, yes, I have dated. I've been on several dates, hundreds of them after being on 2 very popular dating shows, and which I expected. Okay? I went on the show because I want to go on dates. So I got the opportunity to meet hundreds of people, But those are the kind of ones that I'll call it dates, because when we meet prior, we talk about these things, arrange it, trying to find out like a relationship-wise. But if it's just I'm visiting a city, somebody just pop up and say, hey, I want to show you around the town and all those things, I don't consider that a date. That could be considered a hangout, but it is what it is.
Okay. And now, one thing I remembered from you being on my show a couple of times is you really had a no kid factor. Like we've talked about this. So you if you had a kid, the baby daddy can't be alive, or in prison. So yeah. I just was when she revealed that she had 3 kids by 3 men. I was like, oh, okay. So I thought that was a Dr. Jazz rule. So yeah. So what do you say to that? Because you've said you've been very vocal about not wanting to date women with children.
Kendra, so if somebody reached out to me that, hey, I want to show you on the city, show you around, show you a few places, for you to have a good time on this weekend that you're in ATL, I'm not going to be asking you if you have kids or not. Okay, that's not going to be my focus. I don't have anything long-term focus to deal with you. You're just somebody that says a social media person that admires me and talk about this. I want to show me a few things. That's fine. I don't ask those questions. So The only time that I find out that this lady had kids when she was presenting her family problems to me. I don't, let me not say family problems, but her financial difficulties to me about being short on rent and short on her car note. And then when I rejected that, that's when kids even got mentioned. Secondly, I made it clear. I had 2 appearances on your show. On the first appearance, I was like, the no baby, no ladies with kids, and I know people were very hateful when I make statements like that. And I came and, part of my thing was like compromise was like, okay, if you have a kid, 1 or 2, but the baby daddy has to be either dead or serving a life imprisonment with no possibility of parole. That's what I said. And I still stand on that. That doesn't matter anymore because I'm engaged to be married pretty soon. We're just waiting on the Trump administration to get these things all straightened out. But here's the deal. I don't come here to point fingers at anybody. I actually don't feel sorry for anyone that will use jealousy, that out of jealousy will come in to say slanderous things. I don't feel sorry for that kind of person. Yeah, I feel sorry that her dad passed away. Yeah, I feel sorry for that. But the rest of her story was just total fiction. I don't know what she's planning to achieve with it or what kind of clout that she want to get. Most people too will see me as somebody that, they think I'm somebody that chases clout because I go on dating platforms. No, my dating phase is over. And this is for every other lady that has ever dated, ever. If you're looking at me, you're feeling bad about yourself because you didn't present yourself well or because you have criminal issues that you were dealing with and you're like, well, this thing didn't work. Kendra, I have stories. I don't want to unleash those stories here because it's not going to be fair to everybody informed. But I intend on writing a book about my dating experiences in this very country because some of the dates I've been on, I feel sorry for Black men in this country. Okay. I feel extremely sorry for Black men. Nobody believes Black men when they come here to say things or their experiences in dating. But if one lady will come online, talk trash and start crying, all of a sudden, sympathy pours. Okay, I watched the video. There was a video going on TikTok the other time of I don't know the Grubhub or DoorDash lady that went to somebody's house, pushed open the door. The guy was passed out on his couch and said she was S8. But when the story actually came out, the guy put on the note, "Drop my food in front of my door." Period. So you come in there, why not just drop your food and leave? You came in, the guy, push open his door, go in there, take videos and pictures of him and post it online. That's slander. If I'm that guy, I'm suing. And if anybody come here to slander me, it's a suit. It's not a threat to anybody, but I love my image. I work hard to protect my image. I have a business that I protect. So I don't play games, Kendra. I've been on a lot of different dates. People can say all they want. Some people like me, some people don't. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. And everybody knows that, So that's it.
Okay. So a couple of things. As my show is very volunteer. I go live, you push the request to come on. And it's been that way since day one. There's been moments, very few, where I have a person that I plan to have on that night. This is one of those moments. But for the most part, you call me at your own will. Like, that's how my show works. She called me at her own will. And I felt as though you would have responded, but you reached out to me and said that you did want to respond to give your side to the story. I never bombard people because I feel like that's unfair. I did not know this, but she is in the back room and she wants to come on. Now, this is your decision because you did not know that. I will not bring her on with you if you do not want me to. That will be your decision. I did not reach out to her to come on the show. She saw the link like everybody else and decided to be here. She's now in the back room. I don't do shock stuff. I like to let everybody know what it is. I would have told you earlier if I knew she was going to be here when you reached out to me. I did not know. But she is in the back room now. And I will allow you to decide. I will say this. You don't have to talk to her, but and I would grant you that. But then I will talk to her by herself. So it is your decision.
Kendra, where I'm at in my life, I don't want no back and forth with any low life lady. Okay. It was the night, it was an okay night. I know she thinks she had a great time. It was an okay night. I always have a great time when I go out. I don't want to go back and forth with her. I don't want to have anything to do with her personally. Anything that, if any communication that needs to happen, think there should be a third party, a legal person. Okay. I don't want anything to do with that lady at all. Neither do I want anything to do with any other person I've ever dated in the past. Anyone can come on your show and talk about the dating experience. What makes me wonder is, of all the dating experience, why you chose Dr. Des? All the people that have done everything to you on every stuff, why you choose me? Because Kendra knows me, you know who I am, you know that I am indeed a public figure, believe it or not. And you want to come in and attach yourself to everything that I got going on here. And that's not going to work. I do not entertain, things like that. I don't do that. I don't want to communicate with her. I don't intend to communicate with her ever. I don't want anything to do with her ever. So that's it.
Okay. I mean, I genuinely sit here with, listen, y'all, I didn't know what was gonna happen, right? And I would never just bring somebody on if they don't want to talk to them. Same thing happened with Dimitri. We had a woman that talks about a guy that was on the show a while back, and when Dimitri talked, I had to make sure he was okay with me bringing her on, and he actually brought it up, and then I brought her on. So that is fair. One thing I'm always going to be 100 honest. I will talk to her though. So I will talk to her, and then that will be that. But if you don't want to talk to her, when I talk to her, that is fine too. I understand.
Perfectly fine. I don't want to talk to her. I don't even intend to hear her talk because looking at it's irritating. Watching what I'm looking at on the live and versus what I saw on Instagram, it's like night and day. Okay. So it pissed me off even. So that's why I was giving you guys a narrative about all this makeup and filters and everything. It's not, anyways, let me not go in there. I know that can be a controversial topic, but it is what it is. I don't have no intentions on talking with her or meeting her ever again.
Okay. So to wrap it all up, you're happily still engaged.
I'm happily engaged, living my best life. Everything is going great, and people are jealous. Okay, that's basically what it is. They're envious. They couldn't get it, because they don't meet certain standards. They do not meet the Des factor, and that's why they don't get it. So anyone can come in and say, "Oh, this guy is this guy is cocky, this guy is corny, this guy is a clown." You can say anything you want to say. America is a free country. There's a freedom of speech. You can say whatever you want. But at the end of it, I won. The Des factor works. The Des factor
What is the Des
works.
factor again for those who are not familiar?
Okay, are you ready?
We're ready.
So the Des factor, when I talk about the Des factor, it's as easy as ABCs. This is the quality of the woman I will date and the woman I will marry. I talk about the ABC. The A is for appearance, the B is for the brains, and the C is for character. For us to even get into a conversation mode, you must pass the appearance factor because it's not something that I cannot compromise on. The appearance, I look at the front and I look at the back. Okay. There has to be, if you're thick, the thickness have to be at the right places. That's what it is. I look at certain physical features. That's the appearance. For the brains, of course, you can tell, everybody can tell listening to that lady, she doesn't got the brains. You understand? I need somebody that's educated and both academically and in the streets. You got to be smart. That's the brains. Last but not the least, things that most of the people will fail is a character. I look at the character. Is this a character that I can tolerate? Because the kind of person, I'm looking for a partner. I'm looking for a wife, a life partner. So I have to be able to tolerate your character. I know that my character is strong. I am not oblivious to that fact. I'm not an easygoing guy. I know that my fiance can attest to you guys on that one. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but I do vet the character. And when I go on a date with somebody and I see that their appearance told it was a deception, that date ends. It doesn't go anywhere. And I'll tell you that, hey, there are some that I could have put it nicely, but I didn't. And I maybe because English is not my first language. There are some that I had to just say, hey, listen, what I saw and what I'm seeing now, it is not it. It's not going to work out for me. And people think that's rude. I think that's being honest, because I want you to know exactly why it's not going to work out. For this one, I don't consider it a date. I was going out to go have fun. Somebody wanted to attach themselves to that experience, and that's how it ended. So I don't know if people will consider that a date or not. I don't think that's a date. I think a date is when, you know, you actually have the intentions of being long term with somebody or want to be in a relationship with somebody. So at any point in time, that was never an intention and that was never a thing.
Okay.
So that's the
One
death
last thing.
factor.
Why did you guys end up? I know you, according to you, y'all never ended up in the hotel room. But why did she come back to the hotel? Period. Because I know her car wasn't there.
Her car wasn't there. And that was the thing, because she had told me by the time the night was ending that there's something very important that she wanted to talk to me about in private.
Okay.
We're in a lounge. It's busy. It's a lot of people, a lot of noise, bottles and everything flowing. There's a lot going on. And I understand it, I understand it. I think I kind of get an idea, but I was like, let me just see what's going on. And when the conversation went financial, I started hearing about I'm back on my rent, back on this and back on that. I'm like, no, you know what? I don't do that. Okay, I don't do that. What I can do for you is I'll put you on an Uber for you to go back to your house. Okay, and that's how that ended. So I don't know where the story about hotel room and dress and all that comes out. That's total fiction.
Okay.
And,
Anything else you want to say? I want to make sure you get everything off your chest that you want to say.
I think we've been talking a lot.
Well, you said you're writing a book about your dating experiences.
Yes. So, Ken, I've been on multiple dates. Like, especially after I came back from your show, when I came back from Pop the Balloon show, the request was unlimited. I had to implement a strategy to weave out a lot of requests. Okay, I had a form. Most people can attest to it. They are your cousins. A lot of your cousins, they reached out to me and they had to fill the form. There were some that were too proud to fill it and say, you know what? I'm not applying for a job. I'm not filling this form. They can attest to it. They're there, And I say, I cannot talk to everybody that messaged me like that. So I have to make sure that there are certain basic requirements that are met. And that's why I don't really consider one to be a date. So there was a form. I went on many, many, many dates. Some I remember, some I do not remember. And that's the thing. I tell people, if you're dating, these things happen. Some people, when they see that, well, you didn't work out with them, but you're working out with someone else, envy is a thing. Jealousy is a thing. So what I usually ask myself is, what is the motive? Okay, what is the motive? What do you intend to gain? What do you intend to achieve? So I just want to come and share my dating experience. So since you dated me, you haven't dated nobody else. I know you didn't date nobody else before me. So I'm the only experience that you have that rock your world that I want to share. Right. Okay. So that's all I had to say, Kendra. And that's all I have to say. I don't want to go to a lot, but stay tuned. It's coming. There are salacious details that I don't want to release it on here, but you're going to grab a copy.
Okay. Well, listen, I had no expectation of what's happening this week. I had no idea, but we do get updates often on the show. And I appreciate you wanting to come on the platform to give your side to the story, Dr. Des.
Kendra, thank you so much. And I appreciate you a lot. And thank you for everything you're doing. You're doing a great work. Believe it or not, no matter what anybody says, you're doing a tremendous job. I see a lot of marriages that are happening. And one of the comments that always piss me off that I see in your dating, I know you mentioned it on your Instagram. People say, oh, you're not married. You shouldn't be getting dating advice. That's bullshit. You understand? That's total BS. Okay. This lady, she has statistics. Okay. To own a dating app is not a cup of tea first. And to have the data behind that dating app, she's an expert in dating. Believe it or not, you don't have to be in a relationship. You don't have to be married to be able to give advice on dating. Because people use your platform, you get those data, you have their information, you have things about how dating works. Maybe even how many dates they gone on, or if there's how many match you got, and what are the criteria. Most ladies come on this show, and I know I've said this before. Most ladies come on this platform and gives a plethora of different requirements. I want my man to be this, to be that, 6 foot, all of these things. But when you turn around and ask the lady, okay, what exactly are you offering for that man that has all those qualities? You can't count them on your fingertips, you know. So when people come in, everybody wants a high value man. That's the thing. Everybody wants a high value man. And by high value, what they mean, they want a traditional man. But I always challenge the ladies, are you a traditional woman? If your answer is no, you don't need a high value man. You don't need a traditional man. You need one of these riffraffs in the street, you know, because if you come and you're asking for a high value man or a traditional man that will do the things that I provide, everybody wants a provider, everybody wants a protector. Are you willing and able to be the wife that, you know, is going to do the things that traditional women do? Because now modern women, they want the treatment of tradition when they still want to be living the modern lifestyle. And that doesn't work. You can't have it all. Okay. If you want a high value man, you have to carry yourself in a way. I love the advice you gave that lady yesterday. It was actually, I was thinking about, I'm like, wait, I know the salacious details, get the headlines, they get the engagement and all that. But people will miss the point at the end of it. How are you carrying yourself to attract the man that you're looking for? You know, if you want a high value man, you have to carry yourself as a high value woman. And unfortunately, I'm not the one that make this rule. For ladies, your value is not in your worth. Okay, your value is not in your worth. It's in who you are, your makeup. When I say makeup, I don't mean, you know, the artificial stuff. How you carry yourself, how you look, you know, your fit, and you're respectful to the guy, you're loyal to the guy. That's all what contributes to you being a traditional woman. So for all the people that are still searching, make yourself a traditional woman and you attract a traditional man. If you want to be an IG body and be a let me not say, I want to really say, but I'm going to hold it up there. If you want to do all of those things, you're going to attract the people that just want to hit and run. Yeah. I'm not that kind of person.
Right. I will say this. Thank you for what you said. Ultimately, what I always try to remind people is I'm a journalist first. So before I started talking to single people, I interviewed, you know, entertainers for over 20 years. And it's interesting because when I was doing that, no one ever said you never won a Grammy. How can you talk about music? You never won an Oscar. How can you talk about acting? But I know that dating, and then 5 years ago, I started interviewing single people. So really, I like to say I give dating data. It's not really dating advice, and any data I give, I can back up. So you don't have to necessarily agree or like anything that I say, but anything I will say, I can back it up with a fact and prove why I'm saying it. Ultimately, dating is not one size fit all, and that's really what the challenge is that there's different dating rules dating is so individual, and that you have to just learn your individual traits and focus on it there. And that's how it works and how anybody can close the deal. Dr. Dennis, I love you. I appreciate you coming on. I'm going to be 1,000 with you. I'm going to give Chi a chance to respond, and then I'll be done with this, right? So unless, I know you don't want to respond to whatever she has to say, but I'll be done with it after. I will give her a chance to at least give her side to the things that you said, and then that will be it.
Thank you, Kendra. Hey, listen, I mean, it's like this is your platform. Like, you know, like I said, you compose whatever you want on your platform. It is your platform. And I will say this, okay? I'll say this. Social media is easy for anyone to come in and say whatever they want. It's easy. But when you're fighting the battles, nobody's gonna come in to support you. Nobody's coming to save you. You know, when the hits start coming, you're gonna be on your own. So when you come in and say salacious details online, know that there's consequences for every action. And when the time comes, you know, be ready for it. Because, you know, just pleading and all is I'm not the kind of guy that lay down and take an ass whooping. No, I'm not that kind of guy. Most people say, you know, let it go, let it go, let it go. But anyways, we'll see. I mean,
and I want to say this though, and all this is because you reached out to me today. I want to just be transparent. I did not reach out to her and ask her, did she want to come on? I did not do that. So she's like everybody else, just knew you were coming on tonight and decided to come on herself. So it wasn't like, I'm a very straightforward person.
Of course, so this is what they want, Kendra. This is social media. It's what they want. This is the whole topic is what they were looking for. Right. And even me coming up here against advice of many, I know it's what they want, but if I see somebody slandering my name on there, me being quiet, most people take that quietness for being guilty, you know, but I want to make sure that I come and establish the facts so that when things start happening, we know that the facts was established, and this person decided to keep on the same slander. Okay. So that's the only reason why I came up. I didn't come up to, I don't want to call anyone's name, because that was not what was advised. So I want to make sure that I keep it as broad as it is. And basically, there's freedom of speech, but there's also consequences of speech. So, and that's the United States.
Right. Well, keep me posted on the wedding, Dr. Des.
Absolutely. I sure
Okay.
will. Thank you so
No,
much, Kendra.
no problem. Bye. Bye, Dr. Des. Oh, child, tonight is the night. A couple things before I bring on Chi Chi on, which again, I seen her in the back room. I didn't know, but I'm gonna bring you on, girlfriend. Y'all like the video on YouTube, so make sure you like the video on YouTube. Make sure you like the video on YouTube. I don't do okay, so we have more than 2,700 people watching on YouTube alone, and there's only 30. Y'all gotta get the likes up. Y'all gotta get that's the easiest thing to do. Like the video on YouTube, and then I'll bring her to the stage. But y'all gotta get the likes up. There's over 2,000 people. We're over three. This is a high view show tonight. I'm gonna talk to her first. While I'm waiting for y'all to subscribe and like the channel, and I'm checking. So y'all gotta subscribe and like the channel before I bring her on. Don't forget the Kendra G singles card game. We're actually gonna be mailing them out sooner than we thought. So if you already ordered, your shipment will go out earlier than we anticipated. So that's a great thing. And then these are also exclusives. So don't miss your chance. KendraGSinglesCardGame.com. KendraGSinglesCardGame.com. And of course, we have the dating app. So YouTube, let me see. I'm not bringing her on until y'all get these likes up and subscribe to the channel. Let me see where we at. Okay, y'all got to get to 1,000 because it's over 2,700 people watching. That's easy. That's the easiest thing to do is to like and subscribe to the channel. All you got to do is like and subscribe. Ooh, child. Now, that was a lot. What people don't understand, a lot of people were like, why do I let people talk? That is rule number one in journalism is you allow people to talk as much as they talk. I think it's always good. I want people to talk because I want people to say what they need to say, right? Sometimes I do got to cut off and jump in. But because this show I knew tonight would be primarily Dr. Des's update, and then I wasn't expecting Gigi to call in, but she called in, so I'm gonna get her next. But he had enough room, and I think it's I always allow people to talk because I never want someone to say that they didn't get a chance to say what they wanted to say. So I already know I'm gonna get my questions off. I already know I will ask my questions, so I'm fine with that. Why didn't I bring her on with him? That had to be his decision. It was his decision to come on tonight. I didn't, he was aware of it, but it was his decision to come on tonight. And he hit me and said he wanted to come on tonight. With that being said, I'm not bombarding people. Like, if you come on my platform, I'm going to let you know I'm about to bring somebody else on that wants to talk to you. I think that's only right. That's only fair. But she will still get a chance to come on. So I'm going to bring her on as soon as let me check the likes in the YouTube channel and see if y'all abided by it. Are we at 1,000 likes? Y'all need 200 more likes on YouTube. Y'all slowing up the show. Y'all slowing up the show. Y'all slowing up the show. YouTube people, y'all slowing up the show. It's a lot going on tonight. Let's see. And it's very simple to do. All you gotta do is like the channel and subscribe. Let me see where we at. All right. Hey, girlfriend. Hey. Turn your mic on.
Hi.
Hi. Don't you look cute?
I just put a wig on and some eyelashes, but I still look the same as yesterday if I snatch it off.
Can I say two things? When you came on yesterday, I didn't realize you was on my show 9 months ago.
Yeah, I told you I've been watching you for a while, and I saw some people in the comments saying I was begging for some money. I didn't even know you gave away money, and I ain't asking for no money. I don't want no money. I come on your show to talk about dating, and because that's what you do, Kendra. Like, this is what you do. So,
But why didn't you? I mean, I totally missed that part, but then someone posted the video. And what's so interesting is, I mean, you look pretty tonight. I really want you to receive that you do not look bad with your real hair. Like you have beautiful length hair. It seems healthy. So yes, you're in, like you look like a wig and lashes, and that's good. But please don't walk away from your natural beauty because you are naturally pretty. I'm gonna always stand by that. And what's so funny is when they reminded me of your first video, I told you that in the first video because you had a half a wig on and you were like, you took your wig off in the middle of the interview. And I was like, but you have pretty hair. So what are we doing here?
and I'll still take it off in the middle of the interview. So
Okay.
it's not night and day. It's
All right.
right now.
Okay, so I didn't reach out to you about Dr. Des coming on the show tonight. How did you find out?
Because I follow you. I
Okay,
like
you
and
saw it.
subscribe. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to her channel because I do. I've been watching you for years, Kendra. Probably like, I don't know how long you've been doing this, like 4 or 5 years.
Okay, so you saw the post and you're like, I'm gonna definitely come on.
Yes.
Okay, we must be on the same synergy because we're in the same color.
Okay, it's giving
Okay.
Kendra G
So
single.
obviously you just heard everything he had to say. I did make him aware you were in the back room. He did not want to talk to you directly. I did make him aware I will still give you the opportunity to respond and say whatever you had to say. So this is your moment. And do you want to refute anything he said? What do you want to say to us tonight?
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you for allowing me to come in the show after him, being that this is, his night or whatever. I also want to say that I did not come for any defamation or anything of that nature.
Defamation, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah, see, I'm not even into that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I didn't mean to like try to make him feel some type of way or anything. So yeah, that part.
So was it a lie about you saying you went to his hotel room?
It's crazy because I mean, obviously he feels like I'm trying to bash him or something, but I'm not. Like he said, we had a great time. He told the truth, but he didn't tell the whole truth. And that's okay. I understand you have to protect yourself in this world. You know what I mean? And especially on the internet. But
So is it a lie when you said you went to his hotel room?
I did go to his hotel room.
Okay.
I went inside. He got in the shower. He got naked. And I don't have no reason to lie about that. And it's not defamation. It's the fact that that's what happened. I'm not trying to tell the world, like, I mean, it happens. Like, it happens all the time. It's many women that could tell you that men are out here just, I mean, doing what they want to do, But it's not about that. Like I said, I had a great time with him. We had a great time together. He did know about my baby daddies before we went out on the date because he did text me and ask me about my baby daddies.
Before the date?
Yes. And I said, you don't
What
have.
did he text you and ask you about your baby daddies?
If I go to the message, will it kick me out the video?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. So he just said something about I don't have to worry about no crazy baby daddies or getting shot or something. It's really on the text message. And
this is I'm sorry, I got the hiccups all of a sudden. And this is prior to the date, you're saying?
yes.
Prior to the date. Okay.
So either way it go, yes, I'm sure he's went out on a million dates. Maybe he doesn't remember, you know. But I did see on his post that he was in Atlanta. And so, I was just like, hey. And he was just like, I didn't know people said hey anymore. And I'm like, I don't really know how to, finesse my way in. So I just said hey, because I I just said hey. I mean, I tried to shoot my shot.
Okay.
And he messaged me back, and he said he was in the city, and he said he wanted to go out to a couple of places. And I said, he was like, he was asking me for recommendations. And so, being that I am street and book smart, because he did say something about me not having the brains or something like that. Although I am an educator, I went to school for education. And I also, before I went to school for education, I used to be an entertainer. So I am very much
What kind of entertainer?
an entertainer.
What kind
So
of entertainer?
I'm very much sure that I know street
Wait,
and book
explain an entertainer. Were you a singer? What kind of entertainer?
singing, dancing, whatever you want me to, whatever. It don't matter. I could do it.
Okay, you got to be clear here when you say stuff. So when you say before you were a teacher, and I don't like to make assumptions, so this is why I ask for clarity.
I said
And
before I went to college, okay? Before I went to college, I definitely, a lot of people want to say, oh, she's poor or whatever. Yeah, I got it out the mud. Okay. I definitely went out there and hustled and got me some money, as an entertainer. Okay.
So I'm just gonna ask you directly just for clarity. Did entertaining include stripping or escort work?
Just strictly dancing, entertaining.
So would that be classified as stripping? A stripper?
I have my license, so you have
I
to have
like.
a license.
I don't listen. Here's the deal, y'all. Because I don't know everything. You get a license to be a stripper?
Yes, you have to have a license to be a stripper.
I had no idea. What is the course?
I mean, you go through the government. You go through the.
Are you? At 46 years old, and I promise you, as God is my witness, I never knew you had to get a license to be a stripper.
Oh yes, and if she doesn't, then you need to watch yourself.
So what is the requirement? Like, what's the class? Is it a week class? How do you get the license? What do you got to do?
You gotta get up out the bed and go get it.
No. So here's the thing, Chi, because I want to say this, right? So I don't know what to believe. I sit here like all people watching.
Either way it
and
go.
But hold on. I'm gonna let you respond. There are times I believe you, but then there's moments like these that can discredit you, right? So it's like there's moments where I kind of believe your story, but then we get to this moment and it takes away your credibility.
And
So
that's
it's
okay. Like I said, I used to hustle. I had to get it out the mud, but then I went to school. I got my education, and I did what I had to do, and I'm taking care of my kids and everything like that. And like I said, I strayed away from that. That's why I went to college, to get the brains, to get that education, to get the knowledge, and um that was in my past life. But I'm just saying that to say, being that I was an entertainer in the city, I know a little bit about the city. So if you're asking me, okay, hey, let's go somewhere. I mean, people all the time know you could call Chi Chi, you want to go hang out, like call Chi Chi. Chi Chi gonna give you the hottest spots. We're gonna go out, we're gonna have a great time. Me and Dr. Jazz had a great time. No shade to him, no defamation or whatever of character of anything of that nature. I did not tell any lie. I told the truth. You know what I'm saying? And I did not mean it like that. I got on your show because I've been watching you for years, and people get on your show, Kendra, and tell you about who they met. I mean, one woman was like, oh yeah, he flew to my city and we got married and, kind of stuff. Like, even Dr. Dash, you're like, okay, keep me up on the wedding. Okay, do you see what I'm saying? He's on your show. You know what I'm saying? He's like, hey, I met someone. Yeah, now I'm getting married. Okay. If I met someone off your show, I would want to do the same thing. And I know him from your show. So that's what it was. And I did not tell a lie about anything. I don't have a reason to tell a lie about anything. Yes, the reason why I went to the room with him, because that's what everybody want to know. The reason why I went to the room with him, like you said, it was a mistake. Something.
Oh, did her phone die? Oh, I want her to come back on because definitely has some questions. Oh, I don't know if her phone died. Maybe she'll come back on. Maybe she'll come back on. I think her phone might have died. Okay, yeah, she's back.
I'm
Hey.
sorry. Somebody was calling me, but anyway, like I said, the reason why I went in the hotel because he caught me the Uber. He was catching me the Uber back and forth, and that's cool. That's normal. It was a date. It was nothing serious. Like he said, you know what I mean. I was just another date. I'm very happy that he is engaged. When I got on your show the other day, I did not know he was engaged. I did not know anything about any type of relationship with him. So I did not come on your show.
When you called me Monday, you didn't know he was engaged?
No, I did not.
Then why did you say, okay, that could be fair, but you did mention that you see him, like one of the reasons why you wanted to tell me is that you see what he be saying online and stuff.
Way back then, that's how I got with him. Because I saw him online. But after that date, he blocked me. And I ain't been able to see him since.
Okay. So after the date, he blocked you. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
because, obviously it didn't go the way he wanted it to go. So, it was no reason for us to talk anymore. And I get that. But the only reason why I was telling you about it was because, like I said, I seen him on your show. That's how I know about him. And I shot my shot. He shot back. And we hooked up. And, things went great until the end of the night.
Well, let me say this to that. So I think, and I still don't want you to get confused when I talked to you yesterday. So you said people come on my show and they give updates, and that is fine, right? Like, you're right. There's no pushback there. The reason we had a further dialogue on that is because you were telling me you're having dating challenges yesterday.
Yes, it wasn't specifically
hold on, but let me finish. And I stand by what I said. So even the women, like all the women that have called up before you and put on a guy in blast, they turned off other men. Because and I'm not saying that you call me. Like I say, that is your business. The only reason I'm breaking this down is because you went into we went from Dr. Des, and then you went to I'm having all these dating challenges, and I wanted to educate you on some of the things that will turn off the type of guy that you want. So even the women, I remember there was a woman who was 40 and she dated a guy that was in his 20s, and that didn't go well in her favor either, right? So you are right. You can always call up and rehash your experience, but I don't want y'all to not understand. I don't want y'all to negate the fact that other men watching will be turned off by that. So we like the tea. So here's the deal. We like the tea. We want to know. So if you want to share, we want to hear. But I wanted to educate you because I think there's so many things I'm starting to learn that women are truly lost on some of the things that they may do that may turn off the type of guy they say they want. And I stand by this when I say this. The type of guy y'all describe you want, he really wants discretion. He does not want to feel like, prime example, Dr. Des now is throwing out words like defamation. He's throwing out lawsuits because he has a reputation to protect, right? So in order to, and what, hold on, I'm gonna let you respond, but I just want to educate, right? So those type of men, they're trying to protect their reputation so much that they are going to just stay away from a girl who might share too much to the world. So I just wanted to educate you on that. It wasn't that you are absolutely right. People call and tell, but I don't want to lose. I wanted to let you know that as you move forward and as you're trying to seek a different type of person.
Well, yeah, I understand. And like I said, I didn't mean to get on here and I didn't want it to get like that. I don't know if what I said wrong because I just told the truth. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Yes, and I
I
will say
feel
this,
like,
and not to cut you off, I'm gonna let you
why am I
respond.
being judged? Because I'm telling the truth about something that happened, and I didn't think he was like, that like, oh, so like, oh, I just saw him on a dating site and I thought he was handsome. You know what I'm saying? He's a doctor, And I was like, oh, he's nice looking and I like his attitude. He a little mean, like it a little on the rough side, and I liked it what I saw, and that's okay because I'm human. But if it turns other men off, that is okay with me because as I'm getting closer to God, God tells, and I don't know what you believe in, who you believe in, or whatever religion you believe in. No, no harm intended or anything. But the person that I look up to, he says be more like him and not indulge in those type of activities. So if men don't like me because I told the truth, then that's okay. Go get you someone who's not, gonna tell the truth. And if I didn't go on here to scream his name, oh, I went on a diet with Doctor. I couldn't even remember his name, but I remember he was on your show, and I remember, I had a good time with him, and it went a little sour, but that's okay. Things happen. I mean, stuff happens every day. So
Also, and
I
I said this with Dr. Des, I just want to say this. The truth is your defense against defamation. So if what you're saying is truthful, then you're always gonna be, I
I
mean,
mean,
you
I'm okay. I don't
yeah,
feel
like
no type of
but
way.
I just overall, so people could know how law works. Truth beats defamation. So as long as anything you said is truthful, then you never have anything to worry about.
I have no reason to lie. I had a good time with him. I really liked him. But at the end of the day, yeah, that was just one date. But we did have a good time. He acted like he didn't like me. He did. He liked me. You know, I liked him too a little bit, but I just wasn't ready for sexual activities. And that's okay. If I'm not ready for sexual activities, that's okay. Not to
Absolutely, that's okay. So
so
there was
I
no.
don't. So that's all. I just, I have no harm intended. Like really, and if he wanna do whatever he feels or whatever like you said, the truth is there. I have no reason to lie, and I did not come on your show to make him a bad person. He's a good doctor. I don't know what kind of doctorates he do, but when I was around him, he do something. He gave like he was smart. He smelled good. He looked good. He got nice big hands. We was holding hands and stuff. He was a gentleman. He was a gentleman. I mean, until the drinks got in. But I mean, who's not? Like,
Let me
I
ask
get.
you this. Let me ask you this. A couple things that I saw from your first interview. So I didn't know that you were once a stripper, but that's your past, so that's your past. Just for clarity, did you ever do escort work?
No.
Okay. So a lot of people felt not okay. Your version of the story, what happened, what happened. He wanted sexual activity, and then you said $2,000 in order to proceed. They felt like that would fall into the category of prostitution. What do you
Well,
think?
if that's how they feel, then that's just how they feel. And like he said, you know, um, I did talk to him and tell him he knew I had kids. I told him about my kids. We're on a date. To me, I thought it was a date. I mean, a comedy show, like,
I'm
that's a
sorry, I'm
date.
so sick, guys.
No, I mean, a comedy show is a date. That's not just some type of just like, oh, let's just go to the comedy show. No, like, it's a little date. Like, we went there and it was nice and it was fun. Um,
I gotta
I
get.
the money situation, when it comes down to the money situation, I feel like this. I'm not giving my stuff up knowing I already got 3 kids. Why would I go and just keep giving it up? I already messed up 3 times. So why would I go and do it again? Now you want to pursue me. You're doing whatever you're doing, and I'm not here to defame anyone or anything of that nature, not even get into too much detail. But you're doing what you're doing, and I'm just like, okay, at this point, you know, you gonna have to do something because I'm not giving you me. I got kids to feed at home. No, I don't get food stamps. So I definitely got to feed. Yes, I have bills.
Okay, hold on. Stop right there for 1 second. I gotta get some cough medicine. I've been sick since I talked to you.
It's okay. That's
fine.
You was sick before you talked to me though.
Yeah, so give me 1 second. I gotta get some cough medicine. I guess I wasn't expecting to So this is take 2. We got a quick commercial break while I get some medicine. So 1 second, okay?
Take your time, Kendra.
Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Sorry. Woo. I'm trying to get up. I got all this stuff next to my chair. Give me 1 second, y'all. I gotta get some medicine. Because I keep coughing. Ooh, child. Y'all know y'all working me tonight, child. Y'all are working your girl tonight. Y'all working me tonight. Chi, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back, Kendra. I'm here, and like I said, I didn't mean for none of this to go down. I just want to let everybody know I don't sell myself because, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't be single. I wouldn't be telling you that I'm having these dating problems. I don't go out on dates. I'm not perfect at dating, obviously. Dr. Dez said it. I was so happy to go out on a date with him. Yeah, because I don't go out on dates. I be working, taking care of my kids, doing what I gotta do as a normal American human being. Single black mother with 3 kids and 3 baby daddies. So, unfortunately, the circumstances went left, but I did not intend on it to go left. I think he's a great man, and whoever engaged to him, like I clapped on the video the other day because I was happy for him, and I'm gonna clap again today. Congratulations and kudos to him. I'm sure he's a good man. We just got to go out there and date and make sure, that's the right one. So if he found the right one, kudos to him. I'm proud of him. And that he got engaged after me and him went out on a date. So it really doesn't even matter. Like, the internet is undefeated as always, and people going to say whatever they want to say. Dr. Dez is a good man. No defamation, whatever he trying to say I was trying to do or get clout, I wasn't. I genuinely just got on your show because I was bored in my room, not doing nothing. Watch your show, and I always request to get on your show when you go on Instagram.
Okay, let me jump in only because I'm gonna keep coughing. So before we go, I just want to get some clarity. So before I had to get my cough medicine, literally, I asked you to respond to the people who said you brought up the 2K when the sex moment happened. Now that's the version of your story. Obviously, he's denying it in the version of his story. But outside of that, overall, you were saying that at this moment in time, you feel as though that is important for you to get monetary money for sexual activity? Or like, what was the point you were making? You said that you did it 3 times, you need to do it right, and you brought money into the conversation.
Because I don't want to have sex with anyone. I just want to like somebody for them. I just want to like somebody without money being in the equation. And that's something that I have struggled with for some time, but I've gotten better. But I mean, who doesn't? Like, I mean, if you got a man, hey babe, my tire's flat. Like, what the freak? What's wrong with that? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not looking for any transactional situations when I'm talking to a man. But when it come down to my body and you're trying to like, you want this, you know what I'm saying? You pursuing me, you all up on me and stuff. Then it's like, okay, hold up, swole up. Like, this is my body, my choice. That's what it is. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see a problem. I got kids. I don't see a problem with me telling him I got kids. Yes, I need to pay the babysitter because I went out on a date with you. It's not like free to let people watch my kids. Okay. Then, like, yeah, I gotta feed my kids. I got bills to pay. Yes, like, and you think you finna get all of this when I got other stuff that I gotta worry about? Help me not worry about those things. No. And I didn't want to have sex with him anyway. It wasn't even about the sex. That's why I told you. Everything went good up into the sexual part. And I did not want to have sex with him. And I'm not going to get too deep into it and really say what I got to say because I'm not trying to bring him down. And I don't want to bring myself down either. I'm just on here to find love. And I think it should stop. People should stop coming on your show talking about people that's coming on your show that's single and want to find love because we're not just on here just to be doing it. We're on here because it's like, hey, what can I do? Like, let me find a high value man. Yes, Dr. Dez is a high value man. And I'm a high value woman as well. Okay. So what if I got 3 kids? That doesn't define me. And yes, I did pop out a cigarette because I smoke cigarettes. Okay, so what? Whoop-de-doo. Like, who cares? Like, America makes most of their money off of tobacco back in the day. That's what America was built on. But we're not going to get up into the educational field here. I'm just saying, I appreciate you letting me be on your show. I just want to come on here to see what Dr. Dez had to say. And obviously, he didn't want to, spill all the tea as such as I did, but I wanted to protect myself as well because I see a lot of people in the comments trying to, talk about me and call me all out my name and saying that I'm doing escortion and stuff like that. No, I don't do those kind of things. So for you to say something like that really kind of made me feel some type of way. So that's why I wanted to go on here. Okay, baby. That's why I wanted to go on here and just talk to y'all, let y'all know I'm okay with it. I went on a date. It was just one date. So what? But I did go on a date with him. So I obviously met the Dez factor in some type of way. I obviously met it in some type of way, form, or fashion. If I was able to go out 2 places, not just 1, but 2, really 3, because he brought me back to the hotel. So obviously he was interested in something, even if it was just my private parts. Something brought his attention. And that's okay. He a man. He's just a man. And I'm glad he married. And if that girl want to marry him, let her marry him. Let her do what she want to do. And I'm okay with that. I don't want nobody to not like me because I got 3 kids and 3 baby daddies. Like, I was just talking just to be talking. Like, I don't have a reason to lie. So I appreciate you letting me be on your show. I don't really have nothing further to say. But if he want to sit here and act like I'm trying to, talk bad and slander his name and his image, I'm not. I did not come on here to slander your image, slander your name, or anything like that. I just came on here to tell, my story like everybody else about my dating experiences. And one of those was with you. And because I don't date a lot, which I said in the last video, I don't date a lot. I'm not experienced to dating because I don't really fool with men like that. I don't really like men like that. Because that's how they act. See how they act? That's why I don't like them. And that's why I don't be wanting to have sex with them. Because just for that reason, these reasons right here today, what we just experienced and saw. Men.
I understand both sides of the story. So, because I think both of y'all can say this. I think both of y'all can say this is why I don't date. You're justified in your reason because, well, the thing is this. Social media brings everybody into conversations, right? Social media is a new version of reality show. So this is essentially, we're dealing with like a reality show. And my show is a real reality show because reality shows on TV is scripted. There ain't no edits over here, right? So,
period. No edits, no lies.
So the question now is your perspective, but you brought us into it, right? So this starts because you call us first and you brought us into it. So some men will say, this is why I don't date, because if I don't date, I got to explain to the world what happened wrong.
Well,
and
you didn't. I didn't think. I didn't think it was gonna go that viral because I really didn't think he was like that famous. You know, that's just like you were saying something about Becky with the good hair and Jay-Z and all of that kind of blah blah blah. Like, I mean, I didn't come out here. I didn't think, you know, it was gonna get that far. Like, like I said, I haven't seen him on social media since that we dated. That was it. It was like after that, we just like it was. I moved on with my life, but I did want to tell you. And if you look at your DMs from my Instagram, I messaged you that night when it happened. So
What's your IG again? I don't, you know, there's a million people that follow me on IG. What's your IG?
Benji underscore mama,
Spell it.
BENJII.
Wait, hold on. Let me go to your IG page. That'll be faster.
Yeah.
What is it? B what?
BENJI.
Wait, BEN.
Yes. JII underscore MAMA.
Okay, mama. So you said you sent me a message that night.
Yes,
I don't see him.
did.
Oh, wait, hold on. April 27th. Met this guy off your page. He wanted sex. I asked for money. Now he's scared. He literally just got naked.
What time
Well,
was it,
this is in
Kendra?
my DM, and she sent this April 27th.
What time did it say? Because we had left the club. So what time did it say? I sent it to you, Kendra.
It's 2:28 a.m.
Yeah.
So this is my first time seeing a DM, and this is the DM she sent me. She sent me that DM April 27th. My phone is so raggedy. But I'm seeing it for the first time from you. And met this guy off your page. He wanted sex. I asked for money. Now he's scared. And he literally just got naked.
You're not scared to ask me for my body. So why should I be scared to ask you for something? This is my treasure, my body. People talk about my 3 kids, but I tried to make different choices. It sound repetitive, but it wasn't. Like, I kept going up and up and up. And obviously, if I was able to go on a date with a high value man, you know, obviously it's something about me that.
Let me jump in the high value. I did a podcast about, I really hate this high value man title and conversation, because what's the things defining the high, let me tell you who a high value man is. The high value man is the man that shows up for you. Period. The man that shows up for you is the high value man, because what does it matter if a man's status, money, whatever, and he doesn't show up for you? So if there's a man who makes 100K or more and never shows up for you, and there's a man that makes 50K or more and loves you down, the 50K or more man is a high value man in your life, and he should be treated as such. Stop letting the internet. This is the problem we have right now. The internet is fogging the world up, because guess what? Here's the deal. Where are you at right now, Chi Chi?
Can you see me?
Yeah, no, where are you at in the world?
The world famous America.
No, what state are you in? I'm trying to say.
Oh, Georgia.
Okay, you're in Georgia, I'm in California. We're connected via the internet. If there was no internet back in the day, you would just have to date who was ever in your world and who was in your face. The internet is what has made this conversation larger than it needs to be. And now, because we have the internet, everybody is searching around the world for this perfect person. Let go of this high value bullshit title. Who shows up for you? Who's there for you when you need them? That's the high value person, period. Okay?
Exactly. And that's all it's about. And that's all it's about. Because just like I said,
they're telling me to watch your story. What's in your story? They keep telling me to watch your story.
It's that me and Dr. Dez had a good time.
Oh, you guys kissed.
He kissed me. You don't see him. That's okay. What is it? You want a banana? Okay.
Okay.
Well, it's all good. I ain't try to slander the man. He was a good man. I had a good time with him. I don't want nobody to make him feel like he's not who he is. He is who he is. And he's just a man. And that's okay.
This is the video she posted. But that's at the club.
Yeah, that was at the club.
Then you posted you have, okay, I don't mind meeting you there. Why not Uber? I'll send you a ride unless you want to drive. Don't want you to drink and drive though. Okay, I'll take you under Uber. You can send it for 10, sure. So he sent an Uber to pick you up.
Yeah, and that's what I told you. I told you that's why I went back to the hotel because I was waiting on him to send me back home because I drive my car when I go out on dates. I don't never catch an Uber, but I was trying something different, trying to date differently, and just kind of, if he
That
wanted
kiss
me.
was where? Where's that kiss at? In the club?
Yeah.
Okay, the kiss was in the club. Okay. So there's no denying that y'all went out in that way. It's the part he said the story changes is when it's your side against his about the hotel room story. But I
Well,
mean, you did send me a DM, so we just proved that right now. That night you sent me a DM. This is hot tonight, y'all. Well, I stand on this. I still wish you the best in life. The one thing I want you to receive more than anything is you're a pretty girl, okay? So I don't want you to lose sight on that. I don't want you to lose sight on that you're not good enough because you don't have a BBL and all this other bullshit. This is another thing I hate about the world today is that people are constantly comparing themselves to perfection, right? When in the ends of the day, you want the soul of a person. And guess what? There's no BBL for a soul. There's no BBL for a character. There's no BBL for a genuine person. And those are the true characteristics that you want if you really want a person that's going to be about you. And these humans exist. They're walking around the world. Don't let don't let Instagram confuse you. Social media confuse you. And I think we are starting to go back. I think we're about to go back where all that stuff that people have been putting to a high standard is about to decrease.
and I
Okay?
pray that if there's any man out there that just wants to, settle chick, like me. I do have 3 kids. You don't have to worry about my baby daddies. They know their place. Okay. And I take good care, like I'm gonna cater to you. Baby, this is your day. Do anything for my man. Baby, you blow me away. I got your slippers, your tennis.
I don't even allow it anymore, but I will allow it for you tonight. You can share your Instagram page.
Well, if y'all don't already know, you can follow me on Instagram. I'ma always and forever be Benji_mama.
You,
Always and
you need
forever.
to spell it.
Y'all need to learn how to spell BENJII_mama MAMA.
Okay. Bye, honey.
Bye.
Um, I don't know where to begin tonight. I don't know where to begin tonight. Oh, I do know where to begin. A couple things. I'm in New York this weekend on the Tonight's Conversation. I'm in New York. You can order the card games. They're starting to ship out. So if you already pre-ordered, you should be getting your shipment's gonna go out soon. And if you want to order Kendra G Singles, cardgames.com. Download the dating app, Kendra G Singles. Child, I don't know what happened tonight. I do believe we're in a dating time where people are going to have to start signing consent forms. You're going to have to start signing consent forms with individuals. Do most of y'all believe her story? Say yes if you believe her story, and then I'll ask the next question. Do most of y'all believe her story? Do most of you guys believe her? Okay, a lot of yeses. Okay, Okay. If you don't believe her story, write no. I saw only one no. I saw a yes and no. Okay, and I will say this. Yes, he did kiss her. He never denied going out with her. He never denied being with her. I'm going to talk to y'all like the court of law. The denial was from the bedroom, okay? The bedroom going up into the hotel room. So that was the denial factor of, was it in the, did they ever go to the hotel? He already admitted that he met her and hung out with her. So that would still be proved. I'm going to talk to you how a lawyer would talk to you. They would say, okay, he proved that. The question still remains the hotel room. But I don't know, child. This be a lot. This be a lot. I see other people wanted to come on the show tonight. Mr. S, show me the room. I don't even know if I want to get, show me the room. I gotta see. Show the other side of the room. I gotta confirm, and you got. I show the other side. I gotta make sure it's not a webcam. That's what I'm doing right now. So you gotta circle it so I can make sure you're not a webcam. So that's what I gotta prove, that you're not a webcam before I bring you on. I just need you to take it and show. Okay. Are you looking for love tonight?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You have a lot of equipment. Are you a podcaster?
No.
Okay, you have to look at me. You're not looking at me.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got you. I got my cameras over here.
Okay, yeah, I need you to look. What's your name, sir?
Brian.
So you're looking for love. You're not here to comment about what just happened.
Say it again.
I said you were calling me to look for love. You're not trying to comment about what just happened. Are you
Oh no,
streaming?
that was a lot going. Yeah, that was a lot going on.
Are you streaming right now?
No.
Okay. Okay. So I'm not sure what you're doing, but you got to look at me and not something else.
Okay, my fault.
Okay. What's your name, sir?
Brian.
Brian, where are you calling me from?
Ohio.
And how old are you?
28.
And what do you do for a living?
I have a couple of businesses.
Okay, just you don't gotta tell me the names, but just the profession.
So like one of the businesses is in tech, like in a.
So you want to say you work in the tech field?
Yeah, you can say that.
Okay. Do you have any kids?
No.
No kids. And what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Virgo. September. Yeah, I think that's a Virgo.
Okay, I don't have the way to check. So if you have, are you streaming right now on your YouTube channel?
No. Why do you think I'm streaming?
That's what the cousins are telling me in the comment section.
How? I don't know why they're saying that.
Okay. They're saying, I don't know. He is streaming, Kendra. Where is he streaming on? What's your page?
I'm not streaming. What's my YouTube channel?
No, actually, don't tell me your YouTube channel. Somebody put the link. If there's a link, show it to me. Because I can't talk to you if you're streaming on your YouTube channel.
Yeah, no, they're not going to be able to find a link because I'm not streaming.
Okay. All right. Have you ever been married?
No.
Okay. All right. So we got Brian, Ohio, 28, works in tech, no kids, never married. What kind of woman are you looking for?
Loyalty, for sure. I'll say loyalty. That's the main thing. God-fearing for sure.
Have people told you that you look like Chance the Rapper?
Yeah, I get that. I already knew about it. Yeah, I get that all the time.
You know, I know Chance in real life. I love him down to the ground, and I can't see it. I can see it. So, you know, Chance, and shout out to his brother Taylor. Shout out to their parents. I'm their adopted older sister, but I can definitely see the resemblance.
No, yeah, I do get that a lot. Every time I look
All right, so there you have it. You might be a Bennett secretly. Okay, so loyalty, what are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers? I would say like somebody who's just not there for the right reason. I don't really like people on like social media too much, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not a big fan of that. I mean, it's not really like a big deal breaker, but I don't like people who just like want to just show everything on social media, if that makes sense.
Okay.
or just like for the social media.
Yeah. Does she look a certain way?
I don't, and it's crazy because I don't really got no like specific type, but it's like one of them things when you see, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I want somebody that's like healthy. I don't want like, nothing crazy, but I'm not like picky as far as, it's just one of them things when you see, you know what you like when you see it.
Okay. Should she make a certain amount of money?
Nah, I don't know about that.
Hear about that. Okay. Let's do the Kendra cam.
Oh, I gotta stand up.
Yes.
I got on shorts, so
Okay.
I mean, I don't even know if I got anything wrong.
Just get into the camera more. Go the opposite direction. There we go. Okay. All right, we saw you.
My fault. I feel like I sound nervous.
Well, you've
Do
been
I
waiting
feel
for a
like I
minute.
got a
I
rattle
saw
in my
you in the
voice?
back room, so I wanted to bring you on. Brian, when was your last relationship?
I had a relationship 5 years ago. I was in a relationship from like 19 to 5 years ago-ish. I don't know what. Yeah. So.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Probably like, was it like a month ago?
What's up with that woman? She can't be your girl?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. It was one of the situations where we just really cool people. Was just like on some friend stuff, but it was like a mutual friend thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
3 flaws you have to work on.
Pardon?
3 flaws you have to work on.
Oh, I would say probably taking away from work a little bit more. Like, focusing on like living life rather than just working all the time. What's another flaw? Remembering things. I forget a lot. I don't know why. I forget a lot of stuff. Like sometimes people are like, hey, you said you was gonna do this, and it ain't like that I don't want to do. I feel like I overpromise too much stuff and forget what I say I'm gonna do with certain people. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then the third thing, this is a good question. Yeah, just probably, I don't know. I would say the main thing is just living life, Yeah.
Okay. And why would a woman be lucky to be with you?
I mean, I definitely say I'm faithful. I've never cheated a day in my life. That's one thing that I can say that I like to stand down and be proud of. Yeah, so loyal. I don't know. I think I'm just a good guy. Like I know I'm a good guy. I don't know. That's kind of a, I feel like the woman that finds me I will be able to show her that she'd be lucky to be with me. Like I'm pretty good at showing.
Okay. Mr. S, are you inside the Kendra G Singles dating app?
I believe so. Yeah, I did sign up to that.
Okay. Do you know your username? Because that's what I have to share with the ladies so they can reach out to you.
Let me see. Hold on, I'm loading it up right now. Yeah, I got it. It's it's my name Beezy. So it's
okay,
like
so spell it for me, please.
MYNAME.
Wait, so MY.
Yeah, NAME.
NAME. Oh, my name. Yep. Here
And
you
then,
go.
Oh.
So spell it for them again. Spell the whole thing.
Oh, MYNAMEBEEZY.
All right, here he
That's
is.
crazy. I don't like that picture though. I just said stuff.
You uploaded it. You made this count.
I know. I just was doing it on a quick trip. Just was. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, listen. My name Beezy. So it's my name MYNAMEBEEZY.
Yeah.
My name Beezy. MYNANEBEEZY.
That's crazy.
Okay. Well, listen. You definitely maybe it's the Chance and the rapper in you that makes me like you. But you seem cool.
Yeah, like I said, I am, and I also am pretty genuine. I feel like that's probably a lot of things that like went wrong with like past situations that I had was just being a little bit too genuine or doing a little bit too much like up front. You know what I mean? Like, and that's probably something that kind of like messed me up in the long run because I like give too much in the beginning, and then it's like it'd be kind of hard to tell if they genuine or not. If that makes sense.
Right. Right.
But,
Okay.
you know, it's all
Fair
good.
enough. Well, listen, I actually wish you the best, and I appreciate you was in the back room for a minute, so I definitely wanted to make sure I brought you on. My name Beezy. My name Beezy. You can add more photos if you want to. He is located in Ohio. Well, what's the age range you want to take?
I say what I'm 28, or actually, did I say I'm 20? I'm actually 29 now. My birthday just passed. No, I'm 28. I'm 28.
When's your birthday?
September 10th, 1997. Yeah, I'm 28. I'm tripping. I would say 25 to 34, 35. I don't know.
Okay. And could she have kids?
It's that like I don't mind dating a girl with a kid, but my last relationship, that's where it was like, a little bad experience. Not a bad experience, but just it's like because when you date somebody with kids, you dating them in the kids, so it's kind of like I don't mind kids. I don't mind kids.
All right. Well, I'm wishing you the best, sweetheart. Thank you for being patient.
All right, I appreciate it.
All right. Bye, sweetie. Bye, babe. All right. Highway, show me the wall. You were also in the back room for a long time. Highway, show me the wall. I have to see your wall. Take the camera. Okay. Are you looking for love tonight?
I was about to leave, to be honest. Like
Well,
I
you
ain't
can
gonna
still, I
good.
understand. You can still leave right now if you desire to. It's up to you, honey.
No, that's not my desire to leave because I stay here for Dr. Dez. And I just started laughing at that situation because that was crazy. But I'm definitely a avid user of Kendra G act. You know what I'm saying? So I just get mad that you don't ask people if they got the app at first because I got the app. You can look my app up right now. One of a kind, one of a kind. And I listen, Kendra, I got two phones. So just in case we mess up, you can look me up. But let's listen, Kendra, this your platform. You feel what I'm saying? But that Dr. Dead situation, it had me laughing. It had me laughing.
Well,
You know,
first of all, thank you for being a supporter. I appreciate it.
I'm an avid supporter.
I
Listen,
appreciate
let
you.
me tell you something. First of all, I'm a truck driver. And I don't like people coming at the truck drivers talking about we got families all over the world and all that. I don't like that. First of all, let me just say that. I don't like that. I got my little light set up and everything. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like that. Like that's not fair. That's not fair. But come on, Kendra. I'm ready for you.
Okay. So do you want me? So can I ask you the questions? You want me to ask you the questions?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right. What did you find funny about the Dr. Dad situation? I'm just curious.
Well, I seen Dr. Deb on Pop the Balloon and everything like that. You know what I mean? And then, I seen him on your platform and things like that. And you know what I'm saying? I just felt like, he was a stand-up guy. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna say that he not still a stand-up man because that girl said over 25 times that she had a good time, you know? And I would just leave it right there. She had a good time with that man.
Okay. All right. What's your name, sir?
My name is Vincent,
Vincent.
and yeah,
And where you calling me from, Vincent?
Baltimore, Maryland.
Baltimore. Now you mentioned you're a truck driver. Do you live in Baltimore?
Yes, I do.
Okay. How old are you, sir?
I'm 36.
36. And what do you do for a living?
I own a trucking company.
Okay. Do you have any children?
Yes, I do.
How many kids do you have?
I have two.
Two. How old are your two kids?
15 and 4.
Okay, both by the same woman?
Which I want to make this statement is that my oldest daughter lost her mother at a young age.
Sorry about that.
So she lost her mother at a young age, and I did end up having another child years later.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
So one of my baby moms just passed away,
Sorry about that.
unfortunately.
Unfortunately,
Thank
sorry about that.
you.
Sorry about that. And
And
you're
I
married?
want to just say this. My youngest daughter's mother is very respectable. She's very respectable. She's somebody that I can honor, you know what I mean, and respect. You know what I mean? Like, we don't got no drama. We don't got no disrespect. She understand what I do. Understand because she has a good job as well. Because she's a nurse. She's a nurse. She's an RN. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
At the end of the day, and like it's nothing but love in between us. And she was there for me when I lost my oldest daughter mother and everything like that. And she stepped up and she do what she gotta do. Make a long story short, to make sure that my oldest daughter understands what it is to be a woman, even though her mother is absent in her presence.
I love
And
that.
my sister daughter mother is somebody that I feel as though, she's a very great woman and everything like that. It's just something that we just couldn't work out. There's something that we cannot be, together. We could talk on the phone for 5 minutes. Let me tell you that. We can get a good 5 minutes. But after a good 5 minutes, it's like, all right, nigga, it's time to go. All right, yep, it's time to go. Yep, time to go. Yep, time to go. All right, bet. Boom. We got the money right. We good. You see what I'm saying? It's like we gotta understand in that it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, we love each other, but it's a time limit on, how long it'll last you know, before we say, okay, we going way too far in the conversation where we got to end this shit right now. You know what I mean? But it's only one left, and it's nothing but love.
Okay. Well, I think a lot of people can relate to those type of relationships. But I got a question. You spoke so highly of her, and even said she stepped up to help raise or be a mother figure for your older child. You have a 4-year-old together. Why can't y'all just be together?
Well, we can't be together because when when my daughter mother passed away, um, I was just now starting to be a truck driver. So that was 7 years ago. And I asked my mother to take care of my youngest daughter. I mean my oldest daughter. So she took care of my oldest daughter so that I could become a truck driver. And that's when I had the youngest one.
Okay, but so y'all can't be together ultimately, the 4-year-old mom.
Well, I mean, it's just not gonna work. I feel like, we got a situation where as though we already understand, you know what I mean, where as though we both are who we are, we respect who we are,
Oh,
and then but mind you, when I first met my youngest daughter mother, um my my oldest daughter mother wasn't passed away yet. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? But we cool. We good.
okay.
We good.
All
Because
right.
at the end of the day, I'm not on child support. I'm not on child support. Let me put that out there. Like, I'm not on child support. I take care of my kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on child support for my mother. And I'm not on child support for my daughter. I take care of both of my children very well. And she get mad at me sometimes though. She get mad at me sometimes because I try to take that money and I try to, I try to make investments and things like that. I try, make investments and all that type of things. And sometimes she with it, sometimes she not. Sometimes she get pissed off, sometimes she don't. But I'm not gonna slander, you know, my 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 youngest mouse, my youngest child's mother because sometimes I need what she give me. You know what I mean?
Okay. Fair enough. So
Because
now you're looking for a new woman, correct, Vincent?
huh?
You're looking for a new woman, correct?
I need what?
A new woman. You looking for a new woman tonight?
Correct, correct,
Okay,
correct.
so let's take it from the top. What kind of woman you looking for, Vincent?
Well, right now, I'm just looking for a woman who is loving, caring. First of all, I need a woman that is a businesswoman. You know, I need a woman that's a businesswoman. I need a woman that understands business, understand accounting, you know, understands, what it's like to be a wife, what it understands to, run a household and things like that. I need a woman that understands what she wants on both sides because I can give you both sides. So it's like if you want to be a woman that want to deal with a man who runs the business and you just can do accounting, run the books, and then run this, that, and the third, and let me be outside making the money in the field, I'm cool with that. That's fine. You are a partner to me. You get what I'm saying? But if you want to be a housewife, now, if you want to be a housewife, now we talking different dynamics of things. You get what I'm saying? Because now you want to be in the house and you don't want to be in the field. You want to be in the house. You want to raise the children. You want to put the baby milk in his mouth. You know what I mean? Like you want to cook the dinner. Like you want to make sure that the house is clean and everything like that. Now I can send a maid to the house, $20 an hour, $30 an hour, and make sure that you financially taken care of and things like that. That's not a problem. But I need to understand clearly what you want to do. You get what I'm saying? It's not about your beauty because I do want a beautiful woman when I come home at the end of the night. But I need to understand what you want to do. You know what I mean? Now, I do appreciate a woman that does make six figures. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I can appreciate a woman that makes six figures is because I make six figures. And I can send it to you in your DM that I make six figures personally, that I am a six-figure man. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, the reason why six-figure men want six-figure women is because it don't matter how much money that you make. It don't mean shit to us. And that's what women gotta understand. They keep saying I make this amount of money, y'all make this amount of money, y'all make this. It don't matter to a
Wait,
man.
pause. I have to jump in because you're contradicting yourself. You're saying you want a woman that made six figures, and then you're saying it doesn't matter if she made six figures. So you're making 2 points that contradict themselves. So which one is the truth? Because you just said two opposite things.
Well, at the end of the day, the only thing that a woman that makes six figures does is just show you that she has a grind about herself.
Okay.
It just shows you that she has a motivation about herself, that she likes to make money. You know what I mean?
So, okay, but for clarity, is that what you desire? Because you said you want a woman that makes six figures, and then you said men don't care about a woman's money. So, which box is true? Is it do you want a woman that makes six figures, which means you would care about the income she makes, or you don't care how much money she makes, so she don't. It doesn't matter if she makes less than six figures. Which one is
Yeah,
the
at the
truth?
end of the day, what I will say, the only thing I said was that it doesn't really matter to a real man how much a woman makes. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if a woman make $100,000 and she made $250,000, she can make $1 million. To a real man, it doesn't matter how much money that she makes because a real man is always going to, in his mind, be the provider.
So, are you
Like,
a real man?
yes, I am a real man. I'm going to
So if
always
you're
be
a
a
real man, according to
provider.
what you just told us, why did you say you want a woman that makes six figures, which means you clearly care about her income? Do you understand how
You
you're
know why?
contradicting
You
this
know why?
yourself?
You know why? You know why? Because I like to know that my woman has a grind. I like to know that she has a sense of go get it about herself. I like to know that she's not just with me because of what I have. I like to know that because I got money, she don't want me because I got money. I like the fact that she has her own money and she does has her own money and she can stop making that money because at the end of the day, I'm here now. And now she can continue to do what the fuck she want to do, and I can help her grow. And she can sit in the house and watch over the children. Like she can watch the children and and things like that. You get what I'm saying? But like
Okay, so
even if you
I'm gonna try
look
to recite it back. So you're saying you want a woman that makes a certain amount of money to prove that she knows how and she's a grinder. But once she gets with you, you would take away her that job and she could be a housewife under you.
no, 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 no. What I'm saying is that I like to see that I'm dealing with someone that has some go-getter about them. Like it's like she can make 100,000, 50,000, 40,000, 30,000. As long as I can see that you get out the house and you and like you try to do something, like when we first meet, I like a woman that got some go-getter in her. I like a woman that got some go-getter in her.
Okay, all right.
You know what I
So any
mean?
other kind of.
Like it don't have to be like 100,000, a million. It don't have to be nothing. It's just I like to see that I'm dealing with someone who will get up and get out and get it. You know what I mean?
I
The
got you.
same way that I will.
We're gonna move.
I'm willing to, huh?
We'll move forward, but you're the one that brought up you wanted a woman that made 100K. But I understand
Well,
your.
I mean, the only reason I said 100K is because women always bring it up 100K. You know, so if y'all want to bring up 100K all the time, and at the end of the day, they always bring up 100K. Why can't I bring up 100K? Am I wrong for that?
Here's the
For
deal.
asking for the same thing? Like, am I being disrespectful by asking for 100K when women are overly asking for 100K of men on here on your platform? Am I wrong?
Can I jump in?
Yes,
I
ma'am.
had a night tonight. You can ask for a motherfucking zebra. As far as I'm concerned, I've been doing this show for like 5 hours. You can ask for an elephant with $1 million. I don't even give a shit, okay? But what I do give a shit about is clarity and understanding. Okay, so it's not about you being wrong about wanting 100K a girl or not. We just want to understand which one is the answer. Because at one time you said you wanted a woman who made 100K. Then you said real men don't care if you make 100K, and then if you make $1 million, real men don't care about that. Then you came back and said, I actually don't care if you make 100K because I just want you to have a grind. So if you make 40,000 or 50,000, I don't care because I want you to know you have a grind. But then now we got back to the seat of, well, I should be able to ask for 100K because that's what women ask for all the time. Let me tell you something. It's not really your fault, Vincent, but I've been having a night. So we just need clarity. I don't really give a shit what you want. Just let me know what you want so we can all understand. So do her money matter or do her money not matter? And I will go on to the next question.
Let's move on to the next question. Hey yo,
Okay.
hey yo, turn like that on, bro.
Who
Turn like
are you
that on, bro.
talking?
Yo,
Who are you
no
talking
disrespect,
to?
bro. Yeah.
Who's that in the background?
My cousin.
Okay.
You
What
don't
do you
want
do?
listen, let me tell you something. You don't listen, you don't want him on here. I don't even want him on here. You get what I'm saying?
What are your deal breakers, Vincent?
My deal breakers. Hey yo, because like that money situation, like this. Listen, it's like that money situation is like always like a big thing, like between me and my dogs. Like between me and my guys, like we always like be on the road and we be trucking and like we just be doing our things and everything like that. And like we always be talking. I be like, yo, like, why does it really matter how much a woman makes, right? When you're gonna live in the house anyway. Like you about to buy the house anyway. The house you want to live in, you're going to want to live in there anyway. You get what I'm saying? Like you're going to pay the light bill, you're going to pay the gas, electric bill, you're going to buy the food in there. Like you're going to do this, you're going to do that. Like why does it matter how much that the woman makes? Like it doesn't matter. It really don't matter. If you can take care of yourself, it really don't matter how much the woman make. The only thing that I'm saying is that I like a woman that make money. Because if a woman can make money, then she can help me get more money that I'm already making, that I'm doing what I'm already doing. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like I don't have a number on it. I just like a woman with a grind. I like a woman that with an understanding, like, you know what I'm saying? Like she ain't even had to go to college or nothing. I just like a woman with an understanding of financial, you know what I mean? Literacy. I need a woman with financial literacy. It don't matter if she went to college. It don't matter it don't matter. I just need a woman with financial literacy. Because the only thing that I want to do as a man is make the money, come home, put money on the table, trust my woman to take the money, pay the bills, take care of our kids, take care of the clothes, and get me money. If I can't turn my back on a woman that I love with money, I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't care if she made 100,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. I just need a woman that I can trust that when I turn my back around and I say, I put your name on this bank account. When I put your name on this bank account and it's time to pay bills and all the bills need to be paid, you're going to do what need to be done. Because the only thing that I want to worry about as a man is getting money and bringing money home and putting bacon on the motherfucking table. That should be my only job. That should be my only fucking concern. That should be my only thing. If I cannot, I'll give you 100,000, 20,000, 30,000. When I come home and I home that money and I put that bread on the motherfucking table, I should have to fucking look at the bill. I shouldn't look at the bill. I shouldn't have to look at no food. I should have to wonder how the fuck I'm gonna eat. None of that shit. And that's the only woman I'm looking for. Plain and simple. She could be fat, skinny, slim, splendid, tall, small. I'm just looking for a woman that's ready for a man that put money on the table, food on the table, slap it down. And it's the fuck we doing. And I ain't gotta even look at the fucking money.
Vincent, have you been drinking tonight?
I'm just asking you, you know.
No, I understand. I'm just curious. Have you been drinking tonight?
I mean, I'm not really understanding the I'm not really understanding the
I'm trying to figure out if you are potentially inebriated as you're talking to me.
well, I'm not understanding the correspondence of like what it means as far as my feelings.
Well, most people understand when you're drunk, you say certain things you would not say when you're sober. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. If potentially if you've been drinking tonight, we're gonna continue.
Listen, I like that because let me tell you something. My grandfather told me something before he died. He said, "Don't you ever be a person when you drunk that you can't be when you sober." So if you ever tell a man something when you drunk, you best damn believe that you the same man when you sober. He was like, so if you ever say something to a man when you drunk, you better stand on that shit when you sober. So it really don't matter if I'm drunk or I'm sober, because I'm gonna stand on it regardless. And even if I'm down today and I say, damn, that's crazy, I gotta stand on it tomorrow. That's what my grandfather taught me. He said,
Okay. What's your deal breakers, Vincent? What don't you want besides a woman who cannot handle your money?
Well, my deal breakers is a woman who don't want more children. You know, a woman that don't want more children. Now, my partners can only handle um
Your
two more
what?
children.
You say your what?
My partners can only handle two more children.
So you have two. So you can handle 4 kids altogether.
Yeah,
Now, what is so? Do you want a woman with kids already or no?
yeah. So if she got two children, I can handle two children, but I can't handle more than three.
Well, you already have 2 children.
Well, I'm telling you right now, like I already done thought about that. Like if she got two children and I got two, and then we make two more children, like my pockets can handle that.
That's 6.
That's it.
No, but that's 6 kids. If the way you just presented it.
Listen, I'm already counting me and her as far as Jordans.
No,
Like wait,
no. I want you to understand. You okay? Real quick. You come with 2. If she comes with 2, that's 4. If y'all
yeah,
have 2 more, that's gonna be 6.
yeah,
So you can handle 6 kids.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, but no more than that. Like if she want more than 2 kids, if she want more than 2 kids, I can't do it.
Now, could she have no kids already and just y'all have 2 kids together?
Huh?
You got
Cause
2
she had no
kids.
kids already.
Yeah. So could she have no kids at all, and then you guys have 2 kids together?
Of course. Yeah, of
Okay.
course.
Just
I
for
just,
clarity.
I just
Just
had
for
to
clarity,
realize,
Vincent. Let me
I
ask
just
you
had
a
to
question.
realize, I just had to realize throughout experiments, like just throughout life, what my pockets can handle. You feel me?
I feel you.
My pockets can't handle my 2 kids and somebody that got like, 3, 4, 5 kids. Like, I mean, and she can be the baddest, and she can be the baddest. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, yo, you bad as shit, but I can't handle it. You
I
feel
feel
me?
you. Let me ask you this. So how many kids can your pockets handle?
2 more.
Okay, so what's that total number? Tell me the total number.
Can't deal with a woman that got 2 more children. Like
So
it,
that
like listen. So I got 2, she got 2. We can have 2 more children together. I can handle 2 more children with us being together.
okay, so
So
Vincent, I'm gonna ask you this clarity and you're gonna give me the number. How many kids can your pockets afford in total? You tell me the number.
8,
Huh?
8, 2, 4, 6, 8. Damn, I don't know. You just fucking with me. You fucking with me. Yeah, you fucking with me, yeah. It's all good. I ain't even tripping though, you know. But if I got her at 8, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I mean, she got 2, I got 2. All right,
Make sure you guys get the Kendra G Singles card game at KendraGSinglesCardGames.com. All right, so eight, it is what it
no,
is.
no, let's keep it out there, Central. But I said 8. I said 6, 6, 6, 6. Kendra love
So,
messing with
how,
me.
so the total amount of kids that you can afford is 6.
At the moment,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
At the moment.
Okay.
Now, if she come with none, I mean that's cool. You feel what I'm saying? But I can't deal with nobody that come with more than 2 right
Okay.
now. You know what I mean? We try to
I
talk
got
about
you.
getting to the Jordan line. You know what I'm saying? Like we try to get to the Jordan line. We try, we try to take to like we try to make sure that we know. I'm just being realistic.
I got you.
Like,
Okay,
I'm
we're
just
gonna keep
being
going.
realistic.
Now, we're gonna keep going. You said she look a certain way. What's that?
Since she look a certain way,
Yeah.
Kendra, she ain't a lady if she ain't 180.
What?
She ain't a lady. She ain't a lady if she ain't 180.
So she needs to weigh 180 or less?
Like no, I mean, like for me, I mean, she ain't lady, she ain't 180. You know what I mean? We can't do something if she ain't two something. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean.
I like my woman healthy. I
Okay.
like I like them healthy.
So you want her to be bigger.
What the like why she mean bigger? Like why you make it sound like it's so bad? Because I want my woman to be healthy.
I didn't say anything about it being motherfucking bad. Now I done
Like
told you talking to me in riddles. Now I asked you, does she gotta look a certain way? I done told you earlier I done had a night, okay? So I'm asking you the question, she gotta look a certain way. You saying that she ain't 180, she ain't a lady. We can't do something if she ain't two something. Motherfucker, I don't know what that means.
well,
Just
they
tell
know
me,
what
do she gotta look a certain way or not?
they know they know what it mean.
Do the Kendrick in.
Huh?
The Kendrick in is when you stand your ass up and we see your full body.
You know what, Kendra? Why are you talking to me like that? I'm like one of your biggest supporters. You acting to me like I'm some type of clown ass nigga or something.
Listen, and let me tell you something. And I appreciate you, and I said it sincerely in the beginning. But you told me where this frustration just came from because I asked you the simple question of, do the woman gotta look a certain way? And then I was trying to get clear.
Is that good enough?
Yes. Just have a seat. Have a seat.
With me. What you want me to do? What you want? What you want, baby? Like I don't know, Kendra. Like I don't know, Kendra. But what I want to say, I ain't gonna say. You know what I mean? Kendra, listen. Hey yo, I'm just so mad. I ain't even like listen. I ain't even going front Kendra. I ain't even going front Kendra. Like out of everything, out of all the questions, the main thing that made me mad. Well, no, I ain't even mad. But like, I just knew that you was gonna come at me with was like, what do I want, like financially from a woman? And it's like when I really think about it, and like I never really thought about it, Kendra. And Kendra, I've been watching you for years. I've been watching you for years. You know what I'm saying? And I always thought about that shit, and I was like, yo, it don't really matter because a real man don't care what you make. A
So
real man don't care how much money you make. You can
so
make 20,000, 40,000, 30,000, 40. But at the end of the day, the only thing I want to know is that the woman that I'm with got a grind. Like she got a grind. Like she got some type of just go get it in her. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can't, like, if you don't got it for yourself, at least do it for the family. At least do it for what I got going on. At least do it for the family, yo. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking care of the family. I'm trying to bring home money back on the table. I ain't asking my woman to do nothing. The only thing I'm asking my woman to do is pay bills. Pay the bills. I can bring the money back on the table. I'm gonna slap the money on the table. Boom, there you go. Pay the bill. If I ever get a call that said the bills ain't paid, why not? Why the bills ain't paid? When I know that I come home and I put the money on the table every day when I get done. Boom. Why the kids ain't fed? When I know I come home every day, I need a woman that can handle the back end. Why I can handle the front end. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to handle the front end. That's what I need. I'm out there every day making it happen. I need a woman that can handle the back end while I handle the front end. And like that's it. That's it. If she can handle the back end, why why handle the front end? We good to go. We to the moon.
Let me jump in real quick, Vincent. All right, couple things. Someone said, "Is this a skit?" It's not a skit. Nothing on my show is a skit. It's always in real life, in real time. Vincent, I want to be clear because you're gonna watch this video probably tomorrow or sometime later. When you watch the video, I want to make sure that you understood me. I don't have a problem with your salary requirement. I just needed clarity if it matters or not, because in this interview you contradicted a few times. So so you said that you knew I was gonna have an issue. I don't have an issue. I have an issue with you contradicting yourself. Because on one instance you say a woman needs to make 100K. Another instance you say a real man doesn't care about how much money a woman makes. So that was the only reason why we were having that discussion.
But the only reason I said that, Kendra, the only reason I said that, Kendra, is because if you already meet a woman at a certain salary, you don't have to wonder what her potential can be because she's already there. You know what I mean? Like she's already done reached. I done made 100,000. Kendra, I can show you this shit. Please verify me like when we get done. But like you can say this woman done took time out of her life to do things that she not. Man, okay, I feel you. I feel you.
Say, I've been ready to move on from this. We have an echo. Do you have me on two phones?
Huh?
Do you have me on two phones? There's an echo.
No, I don't. No.
Okay, I don't know what's happening.
I mean,
All right, we're gonna record. When was your last?
I just like to know that we gotta grind. Like it's messed up.
Listen, we got it. We got it. Listen, we got it. We understand. We understand. When was your last relationship?
For 3 years ago.
You don't have to answer. When's the last time you had sex?
I refuse to answer.
3 flaws you have to work on.
3 flaws I had to work on is man, that's a good one. 3 flaws I had to work on is understanding that love comes before work. That's number 1. Love comes before work. And the reason why we're not gonna do that, but number 2 is I would just say, I mean, like just trying to balance out work life and my love life.
Okay.
That would have to be number 2.
And why would a woman be lucky to be with you?
A woman will be lucky to be with me because I am unconditionally loving. I give without thought. You know, like you don't have to ask me for what you want. I see it and I give it. You know, like I'm a passionate man. You know, I do passionate things. You know, like I can see hurt in you when you see it in yourself, and I can feel it when I talk to you. And I will do things to make sure that I passionately make sure that you are happy when it's done. You know, like I'm the type of person that I will kiss you for no reason. While you sit just walking in the kitchen and making spaghetti, something simple, I'll slap you on the ass and just kiss you on the neck. You know, like I love my woman like that. You know, like I look at my woman, I watch my woman, I see when she going through things. Like you will never have to tell me when you having your period. I will already know. Like I will already know when you're going through your menstrual cycle because I could just see the change in your body language. I could just see how you just change and just how you just don't even want to have the sex that we normally do. You know what I mean? Like I can just see it in you, you know? Like, and then I know that it's just not a time to try to, take advantage of your body parts and everything like that. It's just a time for me to just love you and just hug on you and just kiss on you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't force sex on nobody that I love because I love you too much. When I come into the house and then I see you with our children, our future loves, our future, everything like that. Like I'm not the type of man that's gonna like just kiss the kids before I kiss you. I'm gonna kiss you first because I understand what you went through all day, having to deal with our children while I was outside having to deal with the world. But I still understand that you was in the house raising the future that we gotta raise. So when I come into the house every day, I'm gonna kiss you first. I'm gonna kiss you first, and then I'm gonna ask you, how was Lord Brandon? How was Lord Andrew? How was Lord so and so? How was they acting today? And then you tell me how they was acting today. And then that's when I gotta get into disciplinarian mode if I got to or if I don't have to. And then let's sit down and eat our dinner first because my first action is not to be, disciplinarian. Like my first action is just to sit down at the table and let's have a good meal together. I'm gonna kiss you before I kiss any of our kids because I understand what you had to go through to bear these kids and everything like that. You know what I mean? I understand like what it gone through, like what it goes through. Like I understand what it means to have to be a man. But I do want my love back. I want my love back. I want my love back. Now, when we put the kids to sleep and the house is quiet and everything is done and everything is over with and I'm done being a father and I'm done being a father, I want to be hugged. I want to be loved. I want to be grabbed. I want you to grab me. I want you to hug me. I want you to love on me. I want you to just say that I appreciate you as the man that you are who wakes up every day, who put me first and our kids first. That's all I ask for. I don't ask for too much. I'm not asking for too much. I just want to be loved on, hugged on, and then that's it. That's it. I will love you in public. I will
Okay.
love you in public. I will show everybody I love you in public. Just love me in silence, at least.
Okay. I got you. I got you. Listen, what did you drink tonight by any chance? I just wonder what the alcohol was.
Vinny juice.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. All right, Vincent. Now you told me at the top that you a supporter, and I do sincerely. Wait, don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. I do sincerely appreciate your support. So, what's your name inside the app?
Like I do have a
I know. What's your name inside the app? I'm gonna bring it up. What's your app name?
one of a kind.
How do you spell it? Is it number one?
Like, it's just one of a kind. Like it's just one of a kind.
There's a couple of one of a kinds on the app. So can you spell it out for me? Your username.
All right, hold on. Hold on 1 second. Like I'm just trying to be a real man to somebody. Like, look, I ain't got time. Hold on. Like I'm just trying to be a real man to somebody. One of a kind, 2331.
Can you spell it for me? Everything.
It's like everything is like everything spelled
Okay,
out.
look, go, no. Just take the phone off the screen. Take the phone off the screen. No, put the phone in your face. Because I don't know if the number is on that page. So don't put that to the screen. What is your
Like it's literally spelled like how it sounds. One of a kind, 2331.
okay.
2331. I'm just looking for
One
real
of
love.
a kind, 2, 3.
I'm
I
just
don't
looking
see that. So Vincent, I don't see that. So just spell it out for me.
All right. Okay. All right. No problem. ONEOFAKIN.
Okay, I see it now. One of a kind, 2331.
Yeah,
Here we go.
that's me.
Here we
It's a
go.
real nigga from Baltimore. Just trying to get some love. And I'm real. I ain't no fakey. I do this in my real life. I'm a company owner.
Okay.
No games. Just trying to get somebody that's ready to put that, you know what I mean? If you like me, get just get with me, you know? I'm a real man. I'm a real man. I put that bread on the table. Make some monkey bread out of it or something. You know what I mean? That's it. It's a
Oh,
real man.
okay. One of a
And
kind,
listen, and
2331.
look, they not old pictures. They not old pictures. Those not old pictures. Like I put up brand new pictures for you, Kendra.
I want to say this. We had a time tonight, and
And look,
I don't want this to
Kendra,
get lost on. And hold on, real quick.
100,000.
Hold on. I want you to.
100,000. They
I want.
always talk about 100,000. They always talk about 100,000. They always want somebody to make 100,000. I just listen. That's the shit that make me mad because they always talk about 100,000. But you gotta understand what it takes to deal with a man that makes 100,000. We want love. Go ahead, Kendra, man. Do your thing, Kendra. Do your thing.
I feel you on that. I wanted to say this moment. I appreciate you supporting Kid G Singles, the brand. I appreciate you being on the app. I don't want that to get lost on this whole conversation. I do appreciate you being on the app. I want you to know that. Okay. All right. So for the ladies that are interested, and you always say you want a 100K man, here is one. He makes more than 100K. One of a kind, 2331. Okay. All right, sir. I wish you the best. Keep me posted. You know you're gonna be a highlight, so just get ready. You know you're gonna be a highlight. All right, bye,
Okay.
bye,
Okay.
sweetie.
Love you.
Love you.
I like
Love you
you.
back. Love you
God
back,
bless
baby.
you.
2 hours and 31 minutes. It's been a long time since I did a 2 hour and 31-minute YouTube show. And I was really pushing through because I've been under the weather, y'all know, since Halloween. I look, I done messed up. I don't know what's going on, child. I done messed up and I have myself twice. Let me take this one off. Okay, there we go. Child, tonight is one of those nights. Let me say a couple things. Business wise, New York, I'm in your city Saturday, November 8th, tonight's conversation. Oh, I gotta answer this. I gotta go. I gotta answer this. Let me just um um a couple things. I see y'all in New York this weekend. The card game are starting to ship out sooner, so it's also very exclusive. If you haven't ordered, Kendra G Singles, cardgame.com. Download the dating app, Kendra G Singles, and I'll see y'all asses on Friday. And that's that. Good night. Booty call. Is you insane? Please. First of all, it's 9:36 in LA. Where you are at might be earlier. It's not. Please don't ever. Bye, guys.